Hey, welcome back to the episode of the Ramen Podcast. I'm your host, Juan. As always, my co-host are with me. Hey, Trip.
Hey,
How's
dude.
it going, bub?
It's great. We watched a movie called Belle, which we've been waiting for.
Yes, we have. I think so.
Yeah.
We were. It's a movie that we were very excited to watch because
Oh, fuck, dude.
it's been a drought recently.
Yeah, and Hosoda delivers every time. This maybe is best.
Yeah.
We'll talk about why later.
Yeah, for sure. But before we talk about that, we have some news that we got to announce. Not the best news, but it's news that we got to get out of the way.
Yeah, it's fine as long as you can handle emotions.
Yeah, so everyone calm down, settle down real quick. After doing the podcast for almost 6 years, we've decided to kind of stop. And it's mostly, I mean, I think it was kind of me. Like, I brought it on. I kind of told you, like, hey, man, I need a break. I need to kind of step away. When we started this podcast, I didn't have anything going on with my life. You know, I wasn't in school, didn't have a job. I had a
I
girlfriend.
thought you were in school.
No, I wasn't in school yet. I was like about
I don't
to,
remember.
Yeah, I was about to go back to school, I think.
Because, like, we reconnected
We did.
because of going to the same junior college.
We did. No, did we?
Yeah.
No, but I dropped out.
Yeah, and then we hung out, I guess.
Yeah. And I was like,
I didn't-
oh.
I don't
You
know.
know what it was? I needed help with the computer, to get like an onion skin thing going. And I hit you up. And that's how we kind of got back. And I was just like, I literally hit you up, said, hey, do you want to do this podcast? And you're like, yes. Because I didn't have anything else going on. And now, fast forward like 5 years, everything's like different. You know, like I'm starting a family, I'm married, working, school. Like there's just so much stuff going on that like I can't do the pod as consistently. It's like it used to be so much easier to binge 12 or 24 episodes.
Yeah, I mean, really, when it comes down to it, it's the podcast, sure, takes up a little bit of time,
Yeah,
but
yeah.
honestly, it's like us hanging out and
Yeah.
having a good time, talking about shit that we like. But then there's also an obligation tied to it, and it's
Mhm.
the obligation that we find the time to fit that in.
Yeah.
It does require you to
Dedicate.
not have a conversation during it
Yes.
and to
There's a lot.
pay a lot of attention, put off some extra time, and think about how you're feeling about it as it's going. And do you want to like, there's a lot that goes into it.
You guys just see us sit down and talk, but like there's things we have to do before we sit down and talk.
Yeah. Which is fun and fine and good.
Yeah.
But
when you have the time to do that.
yeah.
But I feel like, you know, just right now, like at my stage in life, like I was like, there's just a lot of things like on the burner, right? And I was like, I need to make some space. And this was the thing. I was like, hey man, it was such a huge part of my life. It was so consistent that I was like, hey man, this is tough to do, but like, I feel like this is something that has to not continue. Because, you know, they're just things that are like more important. Which sucks to say, but like, I think like raising a child is like really, really up there. And I want to
guess.
yeah, I want to be like the best that I can be. And not to say that I can't enjoy anime and be a good dad, but you know, like,
I mean, I would say that if you're enjoying anime, you're not being a good
Yeah,
dad.
yeah.
Let's just be clear about that.
but it, you know, it was bittersweet. I thought about it for a long time, and you know, we talked about it, I think beginning of January.
Yeah.
And then we kind of discussed how we're going to go about this. So this isn't the last episode. We're doing,
Why not?
Because we're doing this episode.
Oh,
we're
okay.
doing Belle because we had to do it, right?
Well, we don't have to.
Yeah.
We get to do
We
it.
could stop.
Because this one was a pretty good one.
Yeah. Oh, dude, imagine ending on a high. Okay, that's it. This is the last one. No, so we're doing this one. Next week we'll be doing the preview for the anime that's coming out.
Yeah.
Because
The last
The
preview
last
that we'll be
preview.
able to do. So winter 2022 anime preview, watching every single anime that's coming out.
oh man,
And then we can
oh.
unsubscribe from fucking High Dive, which
Oh.
we like never use.
Yes.
Amazon Prime, if you don't use Amazon Prime.
I was thinking about like, I could get rid of Funimation, and then I thought about it, I was like, I can't because you know, they're really coming
they have good
they're
shit on
coming with
Funimation
the-
now. But I don't watch shit on Hulu,
Oh,
for
no.
example.
No, I don't. I
And
mean,
like anime doesn't even come out on Hulu, but I have it as like a good backup. And then I find the Nickelodeon documentary, and it's like, well, I guess it was worth it for this one show.
Sarah was like, because me and Sarah talked about getting rid of Hulu, and then she goes, "It's just been announced there's gonna be a new season of the Handmaid's Tale." I was like, "Fuck." Whenever that shit comes out, we have to, and then it's done.
And
Then
we're
I'm out.
fucking done.
But I was gonna say, Ranking of Kings is on Funimation.
Yeah, exactly. That's
but
good
recently
stuff.
found out also on Crunchyroll.
But Jobless Reincarnation.
It'll be on Crunchyroll eventually, maybe. No, I no matter what,
Sonny Boy.
I've watched. I'm not gonna watch it again. Well, the thing is, I don't think I get rid of either of those. But yeah, back to what I was saying. It's just something that I had to do. I feel like for myself, just for just kind of for life. And you're super understanding. I know that like I had a harder time saying it. Can I bring it up? Being the one that calls it or whatever. You did surprise me. You're like, I do this. You're like, hey, I've thought about it. But trust me, I've thought about it. And I was like, oh my God, he's thought about it? But it's okay. I think that's good because I was like, oh man, yeah, of course. We've been doing it for so fucking long that at some point I had to be like, I'm tired. I don't want to do this anymore. There was some dark times there. There's some really bad seasons of anime.
Yeah. I was like, with the podcast?
No.
Exactly. That's the thing is that I'm just sitting there and I'm like, I fucking hate this. I don't want to do this.
Yeah.
And then I'll watch like 4 weeks of bad shows and go, yeah, guess what? It's another fucking shit show.
Yeah.
Like, what do you expect? And it would just get into these ruts. And then not only that, it's like, personal mental state on top of all that. And it's like, am I really spending all this time watching garbage so that I could bitch about it? Like, I like bitching about things. It's cathartic.
It's also really tiring.
Yeah, but I would rather gush about something I enjoy.
Yeah.
I'm a gush guy.
Yeah,
I'm a gusher,
You've described as a gusher.
People do say that. But yeah, I don't know. There have definitely been times where it's like, fuck this shit.
Yeah, so like I said, we'll do next week. We're doing preview, which will be the last preview.
Yeah.
After that, we want to talk about the nominations for Crunchyroll Awards have been put up, right?
Yeah. So we're gonna talk about what we would have what we would just give the category to.
Yeah.
Using Crunchyroll's kind of, hey, here's what it is. And we're not going to talk about what the Crunchyroll lineup is for all of the nominees for their awards this week. Next week, we won't either because it's such a big episode.
Mm-hmm.
And then we're going to get to the award episode and we will talk about it then.
Yeah.
Definitely have some opinions on it.
Oh, well, like you before we did the pod, I knew you gave me a little taste. I was like, are you fucking kidding me? So yeah, Crunchyroll always seems to do something that we don't agree with. And we like
Taxi's on there. Who would have fucking guessed?
And we love, and we love talking shit about them. So we're going to do that. We're going to for sure. There are maybe other topics that we want to kind of touch upon in the future, but they're just not, it's not, if we do an episode, we'll put it out there, but it's just not going to be a regular thing anymore.
Well, it's like, it would be nice to do some specifics because it's stuff that we've wanted to do through the entirety of the podcast, being limited only by release dates.
Yeah, no, okay. And to be exact, like we have never done an Akira episode. And it feels weird being like a podcast, anime podcast, like, you guys have never done Akira? No, we fucking have it. We decided, we had talked about it, like, we'll do Akira when the live action Akira comes out, and then we'll just talk about it then, kind of like what we did for Ghost in the Shell. We never talked about Ghost in the Shell. Ghost in the Shell came out with Scarlett Johansson, and we're like, okay, cool.
It's time.
We'll do it together. It's topical. If an Akira live action ever appears, I feel like, we have to.
Well, we finally did Cowboy Bebop after all that time too.
But we didn't do it because it was not relevant. It wasn't in the fucking zeitgeist. And then I was just like, oh shit, they're doing it. And they released it. We talked about it. It was fucking bad, but it gave us a chance to watch Cowboy Bebop and talk about how we like that, because I do like it, right?
Mm-hmm.
So so again, like if a topic like that pops up that like we have been wanting to talk about happens, like I feel like we can pull up the mics and give a quick recording and drop it somewhere. We're paid up for the year for the RSS feed. It's fucking there. But in the future, they'll probably just end up on YouTube or something. We'll post it on our social medias. But
and that's if we do an episode, because at the same time it's like, okay, is this worth talking about right now? I didn't enjoy it that much, or like whatever it is, like, do I really want to go into it and just be like, we're back and hostile? I don't want to be an ass. I just want to have a good time.
It's like do we have to record this, or can you and I just talk about it like friends, and like kind of chat it up?
I would say at the very least, maybe we'll like play a game and kind of talk about shit.
Yeah, something super casual, something
just on a stream, or
something
posted on YouTube or something.
Exactly, something not super. I don't know,
non-committal.
Yeah, I don't want to have to.
Hey, we want to, but no commitment at all.
I can't. I don't want to read for 12 more hours. For 12 episodes. So they like, if you want to pop in a video game and have this talk, then I could probably, do that. That sounds like something possible. And it's
play the Akira video game.
It's bittersweet to have to say goodbye to something that like we've done for so long and that I really love. But like I don't know. It's
we'll have an episode where we get to talk about that.
We'll talk about that later.
That's gonna be our final
episode. So after we'll do the discussing the Crunchyroll nominations, because we're gonna shit on them because they're fucking garbage every time.
Yeah, they are. True that.
We'll probably have one more episode and we just kind of sit down, talk about the pod and what it meant to us, and maybe talk about some bangers along the way, some gems, things like that. Some things that were like, oh man, we never would have seen this. Maybe try to decide what was the worst. Maybe finally crown the best mom.
I mean, that's a really tough one. We'll see. We'll try.
Yeah, I just said I wasn't giving myself more work, and I'm over here, but like, gotta.
I'm like, bro,
gotta do all the moms.
What are you doing?
So for people who've been around and hanging out, we really appreciate it. But
it's been a fun little project we've had going on.
Yeah, but it's coming to an end. So get ready for the end, because it's gonna come in with a bang. Hopefully.
No, what the fuck is
gonna be the best episode ever.
It's gonna be so bad.
Watch it be episode 13 of.
Oh yeah, we also wanted to try to make it to episode 300, and we realized that
we fucking did it.
We were good, but it won't be labeled episode 100 or 300. No. It's just like, we put out these half episodes.
That's our
300 fault. Uploads. We'll call it good.
That's our fault, because we thought like we're super clever. We'll do short episodes, and we're not able to do that.
Well, we were fucking
dumb.
young. We were young and dumb and hot and juicy and gushing. And we just didn't know what we were up to yet.
Yeah, but we did it. There's for sure going to be at least 300 episodes of this, and they're going to be all on our hard drive somewhere in the Smithsonian, because I'm going to leave it there. Gotta go to Smithsonian. Where is that? Someplace? East Coast, West Coast, Chicago. I don't know where it is.
Chicago,
anyways, let's stop talking about this. We'll revisit this in
a couple weeks. Yeah,
but let's get
wild
into
shit though, right?
Yeah, dude. What have you been up to? What's good with you?
I ate a hot Cheeto burrito
from
Mi Jalisco.
Where's that at?
With a J.
But the J in Spanish makes a sound.
It doesn't.
Just like my name with the J makes a sound.
Doesn't make any sense.
What's my name?
John.
It's not. Say my name.
John.
Oh my god. It does upset me that people refuse to say my name properly. It is. I mean, I'm used to it. I'm over it.
Does anyone call you John?
No. I mean, but people call me Juan all the time, like with W, and that's not my name. My name is Juan with the J. Okay. Anyways, Crispether. Where's Mi Jalisco? Is it? I don't know. I've never been there.
It's in town.
Is it?
It's a few miles away.
How was your hot Cheeto burrito?
Stale Cheetos.
Oh, really?
Yeah, that's why I bring it up.
Holy shit.
Because the idea behind it is like, this is fucking dumb, right?
Yeah, obviously.
Yeah. But I was also like, I have to know.
Yeah.
So I tried it, and the Cheetos were stale.
Ooh.
So like the flavor was okay. It was fine. It was whatever. I was like, oh, that might be fun. Like a little like corn crunch in there would be a fun little thing. But instead it was like, oh, it's just chewy. Like the Cheetos are chewy.
Was it? So were you able to like eat it?
Yeah.
Okay.
I still ate it, but yeah, it could have been better. It wasn't my favorite, and I would never get it again.
Yeah,
but it was a fun little thing.
I mean, well, they like mixing stuff up. I saw recently, like one of my favorite things is like corn in a cup. You've seen that?
Yeah.
Like, usually it's corn in a stick, right?
Yeah, but it's in a cup.
In a cup. It's called a esquite in a cup.
Yeah.
And I saw that and I was like, I love it. It's one of my favorite things. It's like mayonnaise, queso cotija, lime juice, corn, hot sauce. I saw someone like mash up hot Cheetos but the puffs and put it on top like a powder, and I was just like, and usually I'm very anti putting hot Cheetos and shit. Like I'm not a person that gives that the thumbs up, but I saw that on the the cup of corn or whatever, and I was like, oh, that's kind of disappointing.
I cut it in half. It didn't look that
it's not
exciting,
a very good cross section.
No.
But I saw the Cheeto puff on top of the cup of corn, and I was like, I might fuck with that. Like that doesn't sound that bad. Would you be interested in a cup of corn with Cheeto puff if I made some?
Yeah.
Okay, good. Because I don't know if Sierra will eat it, but I mean,
try it. Yeah, okay, absolutely. Good. Nothing wrong with that.
You might just wake up with a cup of corn at your doorstep.
I had another shitty food endeavor this week. Shitty as in like terrible for you, not as in taste.
Okay.
So a local pizza place that we both love called Celestino's.
Yeah,
Chelly's. They also have pasta, right?
Yeah. Okay.
Mm-hmm. And they had, I think it was 3 kinds of mac and cheese. They had mac and cheese, of course, buffalo chicken mac and cheese, and the bomb mac and cheese with no description.
Bacon.
So I expected it was going to be bacon, maybe jalapeno bacon loaded, or something like that. Yeah. Nah, this shit was wild. It was a fucking pizza macaroni and cheese, meaning it had sausage and pepperoni and like all this pizza seasoning on top. Dog.
That looks pretty good, dude.
It was so good. It was delicious. Did not expect it to happen. Because I didn't know what it was.
It didn't say anything.
No, I was just like,
ask. Oh, you ordered online?
Yeah. I had to know.
Yeah.
I had to figure it out.
How much does the bomb run you? $10?
I think it's 11. I think it's like 10.95 or
good
something.
Good portion or?
Oh yeah.
Is it enough?
It's enough for 2 people.
Oh really?
Easily.
And you ate it.
Oh yeah. No, I ate 3/4 of it.
And you're like,
because I was trying. I was like, maybe I can. No.
Now I've known you've had the Banshee's mac and cheese.
Oh yeah.
Better or worse?
Different.
I fucking
yeah. For me, I think I prefer the Banshee.
Okay,
but like it personally,
but
if somebody else was like, "Oh, dude, it's the best in town,"
go,
I'd be like,
fair.
"I trust you on that."
Yeah,
I've had it and I know it is good.
Okay,
but
so
it's different because it's like a different kind of cheesy creaminess, which is really the Banshee's just like, oh, it's fucking over the top
very
and delicious.
rich.
I'm into that. This was like less about the cheese and more about the flavors.
Okay, the extras
and
the toppings.
Everything going together, which it was very flavorful. It was very good, but at the same time, I love a fucking mountain of cheese. So
yeah, I mean,
anyways.
I really like the Banshee's mac and cheese, but like I can never finish a whole bowl. Like it's too thick and creamy. So maybe I guess I'll try the bomb. I mean, cheese never really sits well with me, but it does sound.
Yeah, no, I was like, all right, this is gonna fuck up everything that I've ever.
This is the rest of the day. Yeah, exactly.
So it was exciting.
Those are some exciting, food adventures you had.
I thought I was, like not going to share it, but then I decided, you know what? People need to know.
Let's let people.
People need to know that it works, you guys. Get little pizza, not big pepperoni, get the little curly boys.
Yeah.
Just pop them on top of that cheese. Throw it in the oven.
I feel like a little jalapeno would have been nice, though.
Oh, yeah. But the thing is, the jalapeno would have been nice, but the sausage was like really rich. It had some extra flavor stuff going on.
A little spicy?
That it definitely, like it was a spicy sausage without
sausage,
too much spice. And then the pepperoni also had a good amount of spice in there.
If you say it works, I believe you.
All I'm saying is if there was extra, I probably would have liked it, but I think that could have deterred a lot of people because there's too much going on at that point.
That's fair.
Just so flavorful and so good, man.
Good assessment of mac and cheese on your part.
I like my shitty foods.
Yeah.
Let me tell you. Somebody in my free company posted a picture of the party pizzas out of nowhere. Mm-hmm. I mean, maybe it was a conversation that was happening in game where I wasn't paying attention.
The really big ones or something?
No, the party pizzas that I told you about that you tried. Yeah, the $1 ones. Somebody posted that and I was like, oh shit, would you look at this? Like this motherfucker. It was $129 for one of them and $119 for the other.
Oh, so you found the right price.
Yeah, he was going to the right place.
I don't know if I mentioned this on my review the first time, maybe because I was embarrassed.
No, I think you did mention that you went to a little corner store and you paid.
No, not that part.
Okay,
but I was just like, what I want to say is like, even high, I didn't enjoy that.
Oh yeah, they're not great.
God, it was so weird. The texture was just so like it was.
I mean, hey man, they were exactly.
I do absolutely agree. You did not advertise them as being good at all. You're like, hey man,
it's a $1 pizza.
I paid like $4 or $5, but you're like,
I know.
If you want to eat a cracker with cheese spread on it, like, go ahead. I was like, I do, and I feel like I understand you a little bit better.
Yeah.
But man, was that bad.
Yeah, but at 3 a.m., you're watching the Blair Witch Project again, and you just need a little something to keep you going. Yeah.
Yeah. I gotta get you some of that square breakfast pizza I talked about from school. I'm gonna get you some. You're gonna wake up to.
It's like one of the is that a threat?
No, that's like I'm gifting you.
I know.
Corn in a cup and square breakfast pizza.
Oh,
you're gonna wake up to those in your bedside. Imagine.
Hell yeah, dude.
Imagine you just wake up, you're like, hey, welcome. Here's your breakfast. Bunch of corn with mayonnaise and
I mean,
pizza.
I would be. It depends on how close you are when you're whispering to me.
Oh, right up on you.
Okay, then I would be good.
Yeah, okay, good.
Yeah, if you were further away, I would be like, I don't know what you're doing here. But if you're up close, it's like, he's up to something weird and I'm about to go for a ride.
Yeah.
A little bit different than like, ooh, my boy creeping on me at the foot of my bed.
Just like just sitting in the corner, like smoking a cigarette, just like watching you.
Right?
Yeah.
Anyhow,
besides the weird food, what else you got?
No other food adventures. But this week I discovered a small little indie game that's in beta called Vampire Survivors.
Okay.
And holy shit, I played it like nonstop for a little bit. You've never heard of it?
No. I think. What's it look like?
You are a little pixel guy.
Yeah.
And then there's a million other pixel guys.
I think some of my coworkers were talking about.
Okay, cool. Yeah. From like a day ago, 2 days ago, a week ago.
very recently.
Yeah.
And they're like talking about like, hey, you should play this game with us. And not me, because I don't want to play the games.
It's a single player.
Oh, is it? Then not that one. Maybe it was zombies. Anyways, continue with your vampire game.
Yeah, it was crazy. Kind of came out of nowhere. I saw somebody streaming it, and it looked like a lot of fun. And then it was just like, oh man, I've been watching this for how long? Like, guess I'm into it. It's $3, so I bought it.
Whoa.
And then I played the fuck out of it. The idea is you don't attack anything, but like you get these power-ups and these abilities, and they pop out of you every once in a while. Like they all have different cooldowns and stuff, but you don't press any buttons to use the attacks. They're just going. So you have to avoid a bunch of enemies that kind of start coming on screen. Imagine Gauntlet, but like the old Atari Gauntlet.
Oh, okay.
Like the very, very
I do know
old
what
school.
That is. Yeah.
Millions of ghosts coming at you kind of situation, you know?
Are you the vampire in this game?
No, think like you're in these vampire type places.
Okay, like
one of
spooky
them
castles.
You're in a library, but it's filled with monsters. And
sexy
shit,
library.
You know? Yeah, sexy library. And then since it's in beta, they're probably going to add more. But right now they only have 2 levels: grassy field and library. And the grassy field is things can come at you from all the different areas, and then it turns to nighttime, so it's just like a bunch of ghouls and werewolves and shit attacking you, right? The library is a hallway, so it's just flat. They're coming in from 2 sides instead of all around you.
So do you just like move around and then like your shit attacks?
It just explodes out of you.
You're trying to avoid them from touching you?
And then it turns out when you level up the stuff enough and combine it with another item, so you have to have like the 2 of the ones that go together, it can upgrade for that final one into a special thing. So there's like a bunch of Bibles that surround you and smash the enemies stuff as a shield. But then if you upgrade that using something else, it turns into like the Sinister Bible or some shit. And it's a permanent flurry of like cursed pages that circle your body and keep things away from you at all times. Things can push through it, but it also knocks stuff back. So if your other attacks kill it while they're being like stunned, they can't get close. And anyways, it has a whole bunch of different combinations. I played the shit out of it and I found everything and did it all.
Well, yeah.
And
it's beta, right? So
yeah, exactly. And I still want to play more. It's just so easy to sit there and go, yep, I'm doing this. It's great.
Mouse? Or like...
No, it's just W8. Yeah, WASD. You know.
WASD. Yeah, my favorite.
Yeah, your favorite. It's a good time though. I was very, very surprised at how easy it was to lose just like hours to this.
That kind of reminds me of a game that used to be on like the Xbox Arcade.
I played a game with zombies in it.
No, but you weren't a zombie. You were like a little ship that was like really, it was very primitive, and like you were like a triangle, and you just kind of moved around, and you would shoot lasers, and like shit would come in, and then like you get power ups, and your shit would just like waves would just come out.
Geometry Wars.
Yeah, something like that. That kind of reminds me of that. I really enjoyed that game. That game actually sounds fun.
It's really cool. It's really fun, and it costs $3, so you can find out if you enjoy it or not.
Yeah, I mean, maybe I'll use my dope ass gaming setup to play that game. No big deal.
You should.
Can't play on my phone.
It's in beta, so I don't think so, but it's available on Windows, so probably not your iPhone either.
Oh, damn.
Maybe Android, if anything, but
damn.
Yeah, that's how they get you.
What else you got?
But it's a lot of fun. I did a lot of other fun things this week, but nothing that's like, it's always the same. It's like, I played video games with friends. I did this. I did that. And I had a great time doing all of it. I didn't play any more Pokemon. I was supposed to, but it turned out that my boy got sick, and I thought he might have gotten the old Roni.
Is he okay?
He had strep.
Damn, that's worse than the Roni.
Yeah, it was pretty rough. So he's doing all right now.
Is strep the kissing one?
No, that's mono.
Mono. Which one's strep?
The throat one.
Ugh. Oh, the strep throat. Yeah.
Yeah.
I've heard of you.
That's how they often get you.
How do you get that?
By kissing.
Someone spits in your mouth.
Yeah, no. It's I don't know. It's some kind of a just virus.
So is it just he's like really tuckered out and stuff?
Yeah, well, he wound up getting sick the day off that he was able to do that.
That sucks.
So then he had to take more days off so that he could, get better.
Get better, yeah.
And we'll see. But
well, I'm glad he's not like mega sick.
Me too.
Good for him. Yeah. Then because if you were mega sick and something were to happen, how would you finish your thing? You're soul blind, soul locked, soul something. Soul link.
Yeah, very close.
God damn it! I was close. I was like, it's one of those.
You were getting there.
They're soul bonded.
That's all they are. They're bonded. Yeah. They're linked.
Same
thing. There's one more thing. I won't focus too much on it, video game wise, and then I'm going to talk about the post office story because I feel like people need to know.
Yes, that was a good story. Yes.
So I played Mario Party a couple of weeks ago with some friends.
Did I tell you about it?
Did you?
Yeah.
Nice. We should play it.
We should play it. I bought it.
Great.
I had it for a bit now, actually.
We should play it.
I bought it for Thanksgiving.
Anyways.
We should play that game.
Yeah, we were going to play it with some friends, and somebody had their significant other join, and they hadn't met anyone yet. The significant other
that's
hadn't.
always hard.
So we were doing that, which is great. Like, whatever. We're all friends, so it's like, dude, clearly we're going to like this person because we like you, and you like them.
Yeah, but they might not like you.
Yeah, so there's it's a whole thing. Everyone's on their best behavior and everything's
always,
good,
yeah.
right? Dude was pretty like intense about Mario Party and was just more aggressive and less friendly than everyone and wasn't really like vibing too much with him. It's all good. And then turns out a few days later, she was like, "Hey, sorry about his attitude and stuff. Like, just started a new job.
Oh, he's
stressed about things." And I was like, "Okay, no worries. We won't hold that against him." And then we were going to play Mario Party, and it was going to be without him because he was going to take some extra time to get used to his job before like getting back into playing games with the strangers he doesn't know. But he apparently was having a great week and was doing fantastic. So he was going to join last minute too. Yeah. And so we waited playing like 30, 45 minutes or something like that, just waiting for him. And then it turns out that he was pretty aggressive and controlling. And it was a little interesting.
Okay, so that was on a good week.
Yeah, so that was on a good week.
I mean, sometimes
it was so weird. I've never heard somebody like, we're starting the game and we were going to play a short one because first off, we already had to wait so long.
Let's get it going.
And they're on the East Coast and like we're on the West Coast and it's a whole different thing. So we were going to play a short game and it was like, oh, make it 20 turns and do this and do that for the rules, just like changing everything.
Like, can we discuss this?
Like,
yeah.
All right, we'll just do whatever because you know what? He's the guy that we don't know yet. And like, it's fine. We'll just do whatever. But it already was like, why is he trying to control this shit right off the bat? Okay, whatever. We don't want to fucking ruffle any feathers or anything. And yeah, he was just very, very intense about stuff as it kept going. And like,
were you winning some?
I kind of shut down because I'm just playing the game for fun. For me, the things that are the most fun about that game are when shit gets fucking stupid.
Yeah.
Which is when you land on those spaces that are like, you switch your coins with that person's stars. And then like you get fucking screwed in some way or another. And it's funny. I love it. Every time it's so
madness.
funny to me. Yeah, that's the best part about Mario Party.
It doesn't matter. None of it matters.
No, none of it matters. The Bowser spaces are funny. I love hidden blocks. I like doing like weird shit and just messing with everyone's like strategy and stuff. Because there's no strategy in Mario Party. You could be as strategic as possible and then something will fucking screw you because that's just the way it goes.
Sorry, you didn't move enough spaces. You know, there's a bonus star that my nephew kept getting, which was use the most emotes because he was just like spamming the thing. I was like, what the fuck? I was like, it's Mario Party. Doesn't fucking matter.
That was the most fun thing for me is spamming that shit, but he's not a big fan of spamming it, so I you know.
So you had to stop having fun.
Yeah, more or less. Like all the things that I have fun with, he was just like, oh, he's just trolling and stuff because I purposely landed on a Bowser space because I wanted weird shit to happen. Took away 10 coins from everybody. And I was like, yeah, I did weird things. And I felt so happy about it because I don't care that I lost 10 coins. Everyone else lost 10 coins and fuck you guys.
Shannon also was really adamant. He wanted to land on a Bowser space. And I was like, why? It's like, cuz. I was like, hey, man, more power to you. He landed there. He's just like, oh, I didn't get to play mini games. Like, no, sometimes he just fucks you over.
Yeah, that's the great thing about it is that it's random.
Yeah.
So yeah, I just like having fun in that random way. And he was like, oh, he's throwing. And I'm like, dude, I promise you I'm not. Because I had gotten screwed over by a couple of interactions to where my star got swapped with somebody. Or I just had to give my stars to somebody or something like that. Which I didn't care about because it's my favorite fucking space. Yeah. It's so funny to me.
It's also Mario Party,
Yeah,
bro.
and it's Mario Party, and who cares? And yeah, we were having a good time just playing it the goofy way that we do. And he kept getting more and more intense about stuff and started saying I was throwing the game. And I'm like, I promise you I'm just having fun, man. Like, no worries.
Yeah.
And then he was extra frustrated because I was in very last. And then they were like, oh, hey, you're in last place. So we're going to talk to you. You know, that whole thing that Mario Party does.
Yeah.
And they were like, we assume you're going to win and said it to me. And I was like, bitch, I don't have any stars, and that motherfucker has 5 right now.
Damn.
Like, we'll see about that. And then they were like, here, you get this hidden block card, and it just gives you a free star.
Damn.
So immediately, I'm back in the game from that, and then I wind up getting a couple more stars, like 2 or 3 stars, just naturally from the items that I was able to get and shit. and then they gave me the 2 stars at the end that puts me in first, and I wound up winning. And I was just fucking around and doing goofy shit, and I'm like, see, man, doesn't matter.
This
game does not matter.
Yeah,
I could have come in last, and I would have been fine, but I came in first, and I didn't care.
Yeah, it's the mini games. It's just it's for funsies. I think there's that generation of people who grew up with Mario Party, and it's very competitive for them.
Sure, like I also grew up with Mario Party though, and it's like, yeah, we're adults at this point, so you can either play in a competitive way, but it's more fun if you're in person because you get to joke around and push each other and
you
goof
bitch.
and whatnot.
I get what you're saying.
But it's also like, we don't know you, and why would you come in here with an intense attitude?
Yeah. No, I'm not defending him. But I'm saying, like,
it was just fucking wild.
I'm just saying, like, he probably plays that game because he'd never played it the way he did, which is like, that's how you play video games. Like, well, how's that your fault? And it's just weird that he wouldn't have like the etiquette to be like, I'm the new person here. Let me kind of see what they're about. And then if you know you don't fuck with the way that people are playing, why would you be like, you know what? Actually, I'm gonna play. Like, why would you fucking do that? I remember why I haven't played Mario Party with you, because you're really good at those games.
I'm good at those games.
You're gonna demolish me. It's not fun, dude. God, I'm gonna take things serious. You're trolling.
I'm good at the games I'm good at, but a lot of the times I'm sloppy, and I honestly don't pay much attention because I don't care.
Yeah, it doesn't matter.
So
games, it's just for fun. It doesn't matter.
I didn't get the mini game star, if that's what you're asking.
Of course you did.
Yeah, no,
I got it.
I got the happening star, and I got some other fucking thing. I don't remember.
I got the mini game. I also got the most traveled star. Like, you get around the most.
Exactly. Yeah.
Shannon got like most emotes. Doesn't they give you a star for just being like bad at the game? Like, hey, you shit or whatever. Like, here you go.
Yeah. Well, like bad spaces star.
Yeah, here you're garbage. Keep playing on red. Here you go.
I like Mario Party though. It's a lot of fun. So it was a huge bummer to play with somebody new who was just too intense, man. I can't handle that kind of intensity.
I'm sorry your time was ruined. And from the bottom of my heart, fuck you. There you go.
Yeah, thank you so much. So that was a weird situation.
That is strange.
But on to the last one, which is the post office situation.
Yeah, the weirdest
which
situation.
Is just like, what are you fucking doing? All right. So I had to wait around for a package to sign for, and it was on Friday. Mm-hmm. I'm chilling at home. I'm waiting. I'm fully prepared for it. And nobody knocks, nobody rings my doorbell, nothing like that.
Was it Friday?
It was Friday.
Oh, it was on Thursday. I thought you told me at the movies.
Well, maybe it was. Maybe I just keep
Thursday.
thinking. Yeah, it must have been on Thursday. But yeah, I just kept thinking it was Friday because they didn't put that it was going to be back at the post office on Friday for pickup.
Right.
They just said it was going to be available Monday.
But that's the day, right? It was the day we watched Belle?
Yeah, it
was
have
Thursday, yeah.
So it was on Thursday, so I had to wait a full 4 days before I could go to the movie, or before I could go to the post office and pick up my fucking package. So that's all good. But he said it was available on the ticket that he left in my mailbox, which was not on my door because I was at home.
Yeah.
And it should have just been on my fucking door, but it was in my mailbox, whatever. It said that they were open from Monday to Friday for pickup this week. They also didn't put like dates on it for anything. It was like the most vague ass whatever.
It was in Braille.
It was so dumb.
Is your mailbox downstairs?
It's like over by the community playground.
That's so fucking lazy. So like he couldn't come to your door. He's like, I'm just gonna leave it here and say I went to your door.
He left it at the beginning of the property. Absolutely. Over there, like several buildings down.
Fucking bum.
So I was just like, all right, well, I mean, I get not wanting somebody to not be home and you waste your time.
Yeah.
But I was called about this package.
I also waited at home because you were gonna. I need to sign.
I didn't leave the entire day.
You probably wouldn't have left anyways. But
no, I was planning on doing things. But then I got that phone call.
Yeah, you gotta stay.
Yeah, I was like, okay, well, I'll take care of shit today instead of tomorrow. I got just a few errands to run. But whatever, changed my plans. It all worked out. And so I went into the post office yesterday, and not my favorite. Post office doesn't enforce a mask policy at all. So about half of the people in there were wearing masks.
What?
The other half totally maskless.
But
I know, it's a U.S. government job.
What?
It's crazy. It's fucking whack. I know, man.
I had to put one on to go to Starbucks. I don't go to Starbucks. Well.
Anyways, I was like, what the fuck is happening here? Whatever. Got my shit taken care of. It took like 20-30 minutes standing in line. It was a long ass line. No big deal. Picked it up. But then as I was heading out, I already had to do all this bullshit and like postpone picking it. It was just obnoxious. I didn't want to deal with any of this shit. So I get there and pick it up, and then there's some dude in line who has some kind of a rolled cigarette thing in his mouth.
Yeah.
It was like a blunt, but I don't know if it was a blunt. Let's just say that. And I'm just walking past the line, heading out. He's the dude who's like at the door where I'm heading past, and he decides that he wants to talk to me. And he's like, "Hey, big guy, what's going on? You got that money today? Yeah, that's what I'm talking about." And I'm just like, all right, man, yeah. And I just kept walking, and I didn't make eye contact the whole time. He's like, "Yeah, man, what's going on, dude?" And I didn't say anything. He's like, "Yeah, I'll see you around, man." And I'm like, bro, how do you have a fucking blunt in your mouth? It's not lit, but how do you have that in here at a government establishment?
Just like the taste.
It's just fucking, it's so weird to me. Like, what are you doing, you psycho? Yeah. And then why are you talking to me? Like, what the fuck? He was the last person in line, and I was heading out, and it's just like, why? Well, what are you doing? And I don't know. It's not that there's anything wrong.
No, he didn't do anything wrong to you.
It's just like, bro, you look like a fucking lunatic with your goddamn cigarette in your mouth. Of course, it's,
probably marijuana,
probably drugs. But I don't know. It was just a bizarre experience that I shouldn't have had to be a part of, regardless. And fuck that, dude.
Sorry,
just deliver my mail the way that it's supposed to be delivered, please.
Yeah, I feel bad for you.
Yeah, you should feel bad.
It's pretty funny though.
It's terrible. It didn't make any sense. Just, hey, big guy.
Hey,
I'm sitting here like, why is this fucker talking to me? I'll just try to get past. I'm like not a social person.
Not when you're in the wild. Yeah.
In general, like if I'm at a party or something, it's hard for me to socialize with people. Even though I'm like, yeah, it's friends of friends. Of course they're going to be chill people. It's hard for me.
But sometimes they come in super aggressive at Mario parties. So like.
Exactly.
Get people like that.
But nah, man, this whole thing, I was just like, it's not like I was wearing a mask. He didn't even see my face. Mm-hmm. He doesn't even know who I am. He's taking a big risk if he's mistaking me for somebody else. I don't think that he was mistaking me for somebody else, though, because I'm a giant man with long ass hair.
In a purple hoodie.
Like big ass thick glasses and a purple hoodie. It's just like, bro, who the fuck do you know that looks like me in town? And I feel like I should see them. I've never seen somebody like that.
Yeah, that's pretty funny.
But anyways, the whole thing was just fucking stupid, and I like to bitch about it. Yeah. So that's that. Tell me about your week. How have you been, my guy?
I'm going to segue into I was going to talk about this later, but I'm going to segue into it now.
Yeah.
Because you're talking about this guy just kind of chatting you up. I was invited to Courtney, which is my sister-in-law's birthday party. She turned 25.
Happy birthday!
She wanted to do like a pizza party kind of thing. Everyone brought their own toppings. She provided the dough and the cheese and the sauce, and made your own pizzas. And make in the oven, play Jackbox kind of stuff, have drinks. So like, yeah, it sounds like a fun time. But to make it like super twisty it's like everybody dress up to the nines, like, wear a nice dress, wear your, tie or whatever, like think like black tie affair. Or like, yeah, sure, we'll dress up for this dumb pizza party. That sounds like a good time. So I was like looking through my closet and I was like, I own a suit. I've had a suit for, other things. I was like, I haven't worn this in a while. And I was like, let me see my shirts. Like I have like 4 shirts. Like, they're kind of dirty. And the ties, I was like, I'm going to take you to the dry cleaners. So I went to the dry cleaners that my mom used to go to when she used to live here in Chico. That's on Mangrove.
The one that was by Baskin Robbins?
Yes. That's
my mom's fiance used to work there.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Okay, good for you. Yeah.
Anyway.
But I used to go there whenever I had to do dry cleaning, or like if I need dry cleaning, my mom would take it there. So I was like, oh, I'll just go there, even though I know the last time I went there, the older gentleman that owned it was telling me that he was selling it. And I was like, oh, cool. He's kind of retiring, selling the business. So I knew going in, it's under new management, even though it's the same place. So I was like, oh, I'm sure it's the same. Like, I'm sure it's like, it'll be the same. They'll clean my clothes, So I was like, I'll get there. I walked in and there's like a girl sitting in the corner, like on her laptop. I'm assuming she's like the daughter of whoever runs the place, because she's like, looks like she's doing homework or whatever. And then the guy's there and he sees me, he puts his mask on, and I have my dry cleaning, my stuff I want to get, and he does this thing that I've discovered I'm not a fan of. He goes, there he is. Hey man, how's it going? How you been? And I go, good. Here I am. He's like, I knew you'd have this stuff. Thanks, boss. You're the what can we do for you, boss? I was like, and then he kept acting like he knew who I was, to kind of like, oh, we'll have this relationship.
Yeah, that familiarity.
I don't like that, because I don't know you, right? So it's like, it just got thought like of your fucking post office guy. Hey, dude, how's it? It's like no, we don't have to. Like we can we can be nice to each other without you pretending to be like, hey man, how you been? You know, how's the game? And like, how's the folks? How's it hang? Like, no, just be like, oh, hey, how's it going today? Good. Okay, cool. But like the fake relationship that he, you know, put upon me, like, I'm like, ugh, I don't like that. Yeah. I also don't like getting called boss by people.
Why not, boss?
I don't know. I went to pick up food for my sister at like a food truck that she ordered.
What if they called you boss baby?
I'd be down for that. Yeah.
All right, cool.
But I was like, yeah, I'm here to pick it up, you know, and they go, okay, that'll be right out, boss. Thanks, boss. Have a good day, boss. I was like, no, please don't call me that. It makes me feel weird. Anyways, I drop off my dry cleaning, and the guy shows me this new, like, he's like, hey, we'll just put your name in the system. And then like they send me like my an app, and I click on the app, and it like lets me pick how I want my shit clean. I was like, this is pretty dope. It's like dry cleaning, but the future.
I'm not used to this. I haven't had to get anything dry cleaned in a while. So yeah, and tell me.
He was like, yeah, I was like, you can pay through it like on your app and just kind of come in, and like you don't even have to like come in. You can just like click that you're outside, and we'll bring it out to your car or whatever, or you can come in and pay. I was like, I'll just come in and pay. That way I don't have to like put in my credit card or anything. But when I go pay, like it was like 24 bucks. I was like, that's a pretty good deal. Like, and I was telling Sia that, she's like, I thought dry cleaning was like a lot more expensive. Like, well, I guess it depends on what you're dry cleaning.
Yeah, and how many things.
Yeah, you know. But she was just like, I think it's this stigma of like, oh, like rich people go pick up their dry cleaning. You know, like, you know, I was like, yeah, I guess, you know. But it was nice. I enjoyed it. I enjoyed the experience. Besides the fake, you know, friendness,
the artificial relationship you're in.
He was nice, and I really was impressed with like the app that it sent me, because I got to pick like, hey, like when like how you like, do you want your clothes folded or not folded? And I go, like, oh, okay, cool. And it goes like, if there's a repair, do you want us to instantly repair it? You know, call you to see if we want to repair it, or never repair it? Like, oh, that's dope. Like they give you that option kind of thing. I was like, oh, cool. Maybe I'll get stuff dry cleaned more often. But then we dressed.
Maybe I'm just gonna get all my clothes dry cleaned.
Yeah, how expensive could that be?
You're like, there. Oh man, these socks got wet earlier today.
Sorry, dude. Yeah, I'll just take them off. Here you go. I'll wait. I don't mind waiting. They'll be ready tomorrow, sir. I'll wait.
I'll still be here.
Yeah. But it was cool. And so got my suit dry cleaned. Got my shirt dry cleaned or whatever. And I was like, got dressed up for the party. And I was going to wear a tie, and I was like, oh, that's right. I have a bow tie somewhere. I was going to wear it to like someone's wedding or something, but ended up not wearing it. Just had one laying around. I was like, oh. So I had to figure out how to put it on.
No,
it was the one that I tied. It was one of those pre-ones. It was like, I've bought ones that you have to tie yourself. It is so much harder to tie a bow tie than it is to tie a tie. It just
takes a lot of time compared to tying a regular tie.
It's so much easier to tie.
Because they're like, all right, here's the one way to do it. And it's insane. Versus a necktie where you're just like, here are the 30 ways to do it, and this one takes you 4 seconds.
And they're all pretty easy, right? Yeah. This one's a little bit harder. But yeah, so but the bow tie had like I had to figure out how big my neck was. Like, oh, no. So anyways, get there. I look nice, you know, like black suit, white shirt, bow tie, dress shoes. Yeah, you know, had a red dress on or whatever. And everybody was like, oh, you look really good. And then Courtney's brother, Drew, who he's interesting. But I don't know why, but I guess he was going to really kind of go all out. But then I think his mother, which is Courtney's mom, was like, hey, like, don't do it. You know, it's not a big deal. No one's going to come in like a suit or anything. And so when she saw me, she's like, oh, Drew's going to be upset when he sees you. So Drew sees me, and Drew's just like, like he could have been in a suit.
Why would you just have fun? Yeah, do whatever you want to do.
I think it's because like I don't know if Courtney thought I owned a suit. I was like, I'm an adult. I own a suit. One suit. I used to have 2. I might have 2. That means I got another suit to dry clean. Anyways, good time. We played Jackbox. We had pizza, cookies and cakes and stuff. So yeah, good time. Happy birthday, Courtney.
Happy birth.
Let's see what else happened this week. Let's see notes. Okay, so Sierra and we had made plans to go to Roseville, which is like not all the way to Sacramento, kind of before that, but they have like a, you know, bigger stores or whatever. We were gonna go to like a store dedicated to just baby stuff, because we wanted to like not just purchase stuff on Amazon or whatever or online without like, we figured like it's kind of good to do the research on like, hey, what's the best stroller for ourselves? How does this feel? So we tried on like baby harness things, and we looked at different strollers. We were like doing all this stuff. Like, it's super cool because like all the stuff's there for you to try, and like they have like dolls shaped like babies. They're just like
I'm sorry.
They're not like baby dolls.
Yeah, when you say that though, it's just so funny. Like baby mannequins.
Yeah, and they kind of look like oh my god. I'm not gonna say. I was gonna say what it looks like, but I'm not gonna say. But anyways, they're like sacks, and they're heavy. They're like weighted. They have like I think it's like sand in them, but like they weigh a good amount. So you kind of you can put them in the cases, you can put them in the carry-ons and stuff like that. And yeah, it was just like a lot of like, well, we're trying to discover like what matters to us. Like, hey, like, is it matter if it's 3 or 4 wheels? Like, do you care if this is adjustable? And like, we're like, a lot of it is because of my height and her height difference. Like, let's find something that we're both comfortable with, because I don't want to be scrunched over and I don't need you to be going up. So it was a lot more work than I thought, but it was really helpful to kind of just go and see all the things that are like available. So yeah, we saw cribs, diaper bags, like diaper genies.
What was the cool shit that you got to see?
Okay, so the coolest, because one of the cool things that I really saw was like this. It's like called like a silver something, but it was a stroller, but it looked like one of those old timey like bassinets, I think, that like you see in like cartoons, but like moderned up or whatever, you know. And it was like
this old ass buggy.
I was like, this is pretty cool. And it was like had like shocks, and it like had like all this other shit, like bells and whistles, like really pretty like leather trimmings and stuff. And I was like, I wonder how much this costs. It's like $1,000. I was just like,
plus you would look kind of like an asshole.
Yeah, and I go, whoa, no, thank you. You know, I'm gonna pass. A lot of it was also like seeing other people who had, you know, babies or whatever, like seeing what they were pushing. I saw like 2 different couples have the same stroller. I was like, that's a nice looking stroller, you know. And I was
like, make that 3.
And I looked around. I was like, let's see that stroller here. They must have bought it elsewhere. And look it up, over $1,000. Like, oh my god, let's not. No, you know, like, and you know, babies are expensive, so it's like, I'm not like trying to like you know, be like, oh, I'm not going to spend that much money. It's like, but I'm like, I'm going to spend a lot of money on this kid. I got to figure out what the best bang for their buck is. We had a good time looking at cribs. It was a lot of us being like pretending to put a baby in there. Like, it's like, can you reach it? Sierra's like, this one's too low. And most of them aren't that low because I'm pretty tall, so it's not a big issue. But because Sierra's like a foot shorter than me, she's like, I can't, you know, it's like trying to get in there. Really dope recliners, like, you know, that you could like sit on to like when you're breastfeeding or whatever. And I was really enjoying it. I asked her like, would you be interested in this? And she's just like, I don't know, that they kind of sit too far back, so her feet would kind of be off the ground and she'd feel kind of stuck. And I was like,
you'd want your feet to be off the ground, right?
But I think it's just like, if she's like, you know, it would make her hard for her to get off of it, you know, with the baby in her hand. I was like, and because of my height, I was like, oh, all of these are fine for me, right? And I was like, well, you know, like, we'll think about it. And then I turned, and the recliners, I've only had like lazy boys that go, you know, back and forth. These fuckers went 360, and I was like, I might just get one of these for myself, you know, like, it's pretty dope.
I had a 360 for a little while.
Yeah. I liked it. But at that point I was like, I might as well just get like a nice lazy boy too. Like, if like you're not feeling it, maybe I'll buy one. Yeah, it was like some things that like I didn't really like know existed. Like, there's like, you know, like, I know what a breast pump is or whatever, but like there's like pumps that you could use to like also just catch extra milk or whatever. And I was like, I didn't know that was a thing. Sierra showed me this really weird thing that like, you know, babies can't blow their nose, so you gotta like use like a squeegee thing to suck the boogers out of there, or like you suck it out with your mouth. But it's this new thing where it's like, it kind of looks like a I don't know, like a turkey baster. You pop it in there and there's a straw you suck out of, and it's like, you just like pull it out, and it's like, yep, that's pretty neat. Like, I mean, that way I don't got boogers in my mouth because it has to go up to straws. I was like, yeah, man, this fucking the tech in baby is huge nowadays. So yeah, it was just a lot of that. It was really fun to just kind of look at everything. And then we went to the Galleria and like looked at like baby clothes and stuff. We're like, oh, cool. We're like, that's cute. Not at $70, you know, or like shoes. I don't get baby shoes. Like, I feel like they're so small and they grow out of them. Like, why would I pay $40 for a pair of like tiny Vans when a normal pair of Vans costs $40 myself, you know?
Are you trying to get woke right now? Are you trying to fight capitalism?
No, I'm just saying I'm not.
Because I am.
Oh, okay, well.
I'm trying to say that the baby clothing industry is
fucking crazy.
Yeah, it's a blight on our society.
Yeah, but they got little beanies with like T-Rex spikes on it.
All right, so well, it's cute. It's worth it.
They do really get me. Like, a lot of times, like, this is dumb. And I go like, look how cute this little leather jacket is.
Anytime you want me to go in and punch the CEO of baby stuff, just let me know.
Right in the teeth. Yeah, man.
Yeah.
I understand some things need to be expensive. Like, I get it. You know, like the safety things for your car and stuff like that. Like, those things that, like, are next to the baby, like the bed to help. Or, like, I get that. Or, like, the monitors or whatever. Yes. But sometimes I'm just like, really? These little booties are, like, $40 or $50. I'm like, like, that's excessive.
Like, can't they just wear socks?
Yes, they can. Yeah, or like footy pajamas. Yeah,
it's just for pictures, and you're gonna need some.
Yeah, I'm sure we'll be given some at like baby shower and stuff. But Yeah, for the most part, burlap sack. Kids growing up in a burlap sack.
Oh, you got a sack, boy?
Burlap sack.
Hell yeah, dog.
Yeah, it's gonna be sick.
It sounds sick, honestly.
Sack it up.
I want to get sacked, man.
That's
it up. Dope.
Sack it out. Yeah. So,
all right. So you've graduated from baby shopping,
which was fun. After baby shopping, like since we were going to Roseville, I was like, hey, Sierra, like, you mind if we go somewhere to eat? She's like, yeah, sure.
Might as well go to Dave and Buster.
No. She thought instead said like, I want to go somewhere to eat. She's like, oh, you want to go to Yard House, which is like, I didn't even think about it, but I was like, oh my god, yeah, I want to go to Yard House.
Yeah,
but it's also not as fun if like you're drinking by yourself.
No, exactly.
So
yeah,
I was like,
that's the Dave and Buster show. But at the same time, games. So I don't know.
Yeah. So what I did want to do is I wanted to hit up some Korean barbecue. So I had that Korean barbecue, which is fun. We get there and the guys they're like, hey, you want to do all you can eat? No, traditional or all you can eat? And I was just like, all you can eat. Even though I'm sure we can't eat that much, but the all you can eat is like the one where you get to cook it yourself, which is the fun part, right? I was just like, yeah. I was like, the traditional is like you order the same stuff, but they just bring it out to you. Like nah. Yeah. So, we kind of ordered a few things. It was, we take turns cooking, I got some squid baby octopus that I really wanted. Sierra did not want to have any. I really enjoyed it. It was a good time. It's just like, it's really fun. It wasn't as crowded as the one that we went to when we were in LA, which was nice. I felt like they shoved so many people in that one. I mean, it's also like right then every weeb in the universe was in LA. Yeah, but this is the second time we went, right? Because the first time we went was with the
we went to 2 different places. Yeah,
and I think so. That first one I liked because it wasn't. I like that one.
It was like away from everything.
The next one we went to with Kyle and stuff that I think was a different time. That one was like crazy hectic. I feel like. Remember?
I felt like they were both like hectic in different ways.
Really?
Yeah, because remember how Diana was like asking questions about what food she could eat and stuff. Yeah. And it was just getting more and more like, oh, you're not eating for dinner?
I feel
that was a whole weird thing.
But I'm not blaming the restaurant.
No, and Andrew had to talk to the waiter a whole bunch
to explain. Yeah. Andrew's the man.
Different things. Yes. It was a whole thing. And then the other one was like this is like Weeb Central. This is like everyone.
We were like shoulder to shoulder with like that one was kind of like it was smoky in there.
Yeah, it was like a dark area.
It was
like wooden tables and everything was brown and gray.
I'm gonna say it was a little sketch. The food was good. I enjoyed it, but like. This one was like a little more like cash, I feel like, and there was less people. I think after we got there, more people started showing up. It was a good time, just cooking that little Korean barbecue on the BBQ. So
yeah, dog.
Yeah, so that was fun. It's just something I hadn't done in a while, and it was nice to kind of get that going.
Sounds like fun.
Let's see what else. Okay. So for Christmas, I wasn't here in Chico. I was out of town. Sierra has split Christmases, one with her mom and one with her dad. The mom Christmas got kind of put on timeout because her mom's boyfriend got COVID or whatever. So they kind of put it on pause and we waited for everyone to recover or whatever. So that was this last Sunday. But I had school, and I tell them every time, hey, I have school on Sundays. Like I can't do anything, and they're like, okay, we're gonna miss you. I was like.
Okay,
could have been on Saturday. Well, whatever. Anyway,
just choose not to listen and include me.
So they had their Christmas super late. But I got the gifts that that her mom's boyfriend and her mom got me, and I was like, oh cool, like gifts. I thought gifts times were done. I was like, I couldn't tell whether it was kind of squishy, and I opened it up, and it was a card game where like you make your own ramen bowl and you're trying to fuck up other people's ramen bowls. Like, oh,
that's
cool.
pretty fun.
I was like, oh, that's dope. Like, I remember wanting this, and I was like, that's right, because I put it on my Amazon list. Because that always happens. Because like we make Amazon lists and give it to the family that way they don't have to fucking guess. But I always forget what's on there. So when I get it, I go, dope. This is awesome. It always feels really good because my brain always forgets. So yeah, I'm excited to play that whenever I get a chance with people. It has like a really cool. It comes like in a pseudo ramen packet kind of thing. You gotta tear it open.
That's fun.
So I was like, ooh, I'm gonna wait to tear it open.
I like that. Yeah.
And then
you gotta find the right moment.
The other one, like I picked it up and I grabbed it and I shook it and it was like rattling. I was like, "Is this a fucking puzzle?" I'm like, I fucking hate puzzles. Why would they get me a puzzle? I don't, because I do like mind teaser puzzles.
Yeah, sure.
Like I thought it was like a picture puzzle. I was like, those are lame, and I was like, whatever. So then I open it up. It's a box of Legos, and I was like, awesome. I like these. I wanted this, and I forgot that I put the box of Legos on my shopping cart because God, I don't know, it's been so long. But I then on my walk, I was walking by my father-in-law's house, and my mother-in-law was there with her boyfriend giving like their grandkids or whatever a bike. And so I was like, oh, I stopped by like, hey, thanks for the gifts. I really appreciate them. And then I was like, yeah, I told him like, I was kind of upset because I thought you got me like a puzzle. And I was like, why would they do that? But then I found out it was Legos. I was like stoked. And then Sierra's mom was like, yeah, I thought those were like model cars. Like, yeah, they're Legos modeled after model cars. I'm going to make them. And then he's like, yeah, I didn't really picture you for a Lego guy. I was like, I'm not. Like, I wasn't. I went like when I went to Hawaii, I saw this really dumb looking like dispenser, like a thing. I was like, I wonder what that is. I walked up to it. It was a Lego dispenser, and I thought, this is stupid. Who's gonna buy Legos at the airport? And I saw a little cart for like car set for like $20. I was just like, oh me, I'm the idiot that buys the Legos at the fucking airport. And I really ended up enjoying it. So
hell yeah, dude.
So I was like, cool, man.
Never been a Lego guy, so
me either. Very recently has my life turned into like Legos.
I think that's fortunate.
Yeah. I feel like, kids coming in the future, that Legos will be a part of their life eventually. So yeah, maybe get some practice in.
And it's always a good thing to be on the side of people that like something.
Yeah. As opposed to the side people like,
yeah,
I fucking hate them.
Like, it's better to enjoy stuff than to dislike stuff.
Yeah, I feel that.
At least that's how I try to live.
It's a lot easier that way, right? Yeah. You're like, oh, I don't want to argue with this. I don't know if I'm like one of those like creative persons that like will do like, I'll build my own Lego thing.
No, but there's the satisfaction of putting it together and making it look the way it's supposed to.
Yeah. So I'm gonna put together a couple more Lego cars, and I'm gonna have to make room because right now my Lego car is just downstairs. I gotta find a nice room on my shelf. Put some little car Legos. Maybe take a little photos. I don't know. Think about it.
Hell yeah.
That's it, man. That's what I've been up to this week. I've been busy with work. Been busy with school.
Yeah, the classics.
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
Shit. Animes. Did you watch any anime? Let me guess. Yes.
Interesting guess. Yeah, I did.
What'd you watch?
I watched Attack on Titan.
You can tell me about it?
No, I still like it.
Good.
Still good.
I didn't watch it.
All I know is that I'm assuming every character will die.
Yeah, fair.
And when/if Peak dies, that'll be disappointing.
Yeah, no, Peak has slowly become like a fan favorite. I saw a really funny fucking TikTok of people were like, who's your favorite, like who's the hottest character in Attack on Titan, like who would you do? And and then someone's just like, Mikasa, and then someone goes Peak, and Leia's like, yo, Peak's got a body on her, and like, yeah, you like her when she's in the cart mode. He's like,
I like her when she's like crab walking. Yeah. Are you kidding me?
And then someone in the background goes, Armin. It's like, whoa. It's like, hey, come on now. So
Armin's a sweetheart.
He's a fucking pig.
But yeah, no, don't want to talk about Attack on Titan.
We'll talk
don't
about
spoil anything, but still
multiple bennies. Huh?
It's one of those shows where it's like, if you're not enjoying it, if you don't want to watch it, you're denying yourself of an interesting time. Yeah. A lot of people that go into it, I think they're immediately into it when they check it out.
I feel like it.
But then there's a small group of people that it does take a little bit to grow on them, and then it becomes something just... It has a lot of different story moments where things are changing in ways that are new and satisfying.
It's like
to me.
It's one of those shows that like it's been going on for like for a long time, and
can't wait for it to be over.
Over its period of its existence, like it's changed a lot. It was like the survival thing, it was the military thing. It's this character driven. It's just it was like this mystery. So much of it was like, oh my god! Every time I get into every season feels like a little bit different.
Yep,
but it's still Attack on Titan.
One of my favorite things about it too is that after you finish watching an episode, it might bring something up, and you have to go up to your friend and be like, "Remind me about this," and then they go, yes.
Well, listen here,
these
idiot.
two things, and then you're like, that reminds me, and then they come back at you with, can you remind me about this? Like, every single time, there's so much shit going on. Yeah. It's just fun to be able to break down and like theorize with your friends and whatnot.
Well,
and since the show's actually coming to an end, it's a good time to kind of get in there and watch it slowly. You'll have it all. It's so good, man. It took me a minute to get used to the 3D animation again for this season. They in this episode had a moment that flashed back to a moment from Wit seasons,
before Mappa,
but it was animated with Mappa's animation.
Interesting.
So they like tried to make the characters look different and whatnot. Mm-hmm. And it's so interesting because you can take that same shot from a Wit season and put it up against this one that they used in this season, and it looked kind of funny. It was like, oh, okay. I guess that's how they looked at that point. Whatever.
No one's gonna notice this one. Yeah.
Yeah. So it's always fun seeing the differences in the studios. But man, you have to go into each show hopeful, but also ready to give it up, I guess.
Say goodbye.
Mm-hmm. And Mappa handled the first half of season 4 great. Second half of season 4 already great. I keep forgetting when I watch Attack on Titan, I always think, okay, this is gonna be like other anime. I have to be in the right mood for it and like whatever. But Attack on Titan, even if I'm not in the mood, if I put it on, it takes me like 1 minute and I'm like, I can't stop watching.
You'll get into it.
I'm so fucking it was just like a little recap for like 30 seconds or so, like the last part that happened in the last episode. And I'm like, fuck, now I need to know what's going to happen next. There's always something. Attack on Titan's so good at doing that without not saying anything specific right now. But every single time that I get into it, they always go, this shit's crazy, right? And I go, yeah, that's crazy. I got to see, man. Yeah, I'm in 100.
I think season 4 part 1, I started it off, I fell off a bit and I was like, I don't know. And then like, as soon as I started back into it and caught up, I was like, I can't not. You know? So
for sure. It took a little bit because season 4 is a different beast.
It was the whole the whole map is, but it's great. It's fucking great. It is really funny for me to think that a few years ago, I my biggest concern was like, what the fuck's in the basement? You know, like that was like the only question I had in my head. And now I have like a million questions. I don't know what the fuck's going to happen.
I love it. Yeah. It really was just like, what happened in that goddamn basement?
Yeah.
And then we get into season 2 and it's like, I have a million more questions. And then season 3 finally answers that shit from forever ago. And then you go, yeah, I don't really care anymore.
Fuck you. Show me something else.
All right, cool. We figured it out finally, but it turns out there's so much more that we don't know. Every element of it is just as important as the others, but then like you get invested in the new things and you're like, I just every piece of information is mind blowing.
Here's one danger I have come across with Attack on Titan and watching it currently. If I forget something, because there's a lot of it.
Oh, dude,
if I forget something,
look it up. That's why you have to talk to friends.
I always have to stop myself from being like, what is that called? Yeah, like Googling like whatever the question is and being like, because the first thing that pops up is like, oh yeah, this character, boom, dead. And I go, fuck, and I have to stop myself all the time. I've gotten really good at it over so many years. But I always forget.
I mean, you helped me out, I think. Yeah, I was like, I don't really know what this is.
Like, we got you.
So
we'll get there.
Yeah, and you're like, don't look it up.
Don't do it. Don't do it. You forget. It's like a split second, and then before you know, like a really important character, like you just get spoiled, and you go, "Fuck, damn it, that's on me." Yeah. So
good show,
good stuff, man.
So, anyways, other than that, I didn't watch any more anime.
Yeah, me either, bro.
Well,
did you watch anime?
You watched Dress Up, Darling.
Yeah, but are we gonna talk about that next week?
I mean, I guess.
It was bad.
Asked if I was watching anything.
It was bad.
Yeah.
It was I don't get it.
You watch any more?
Other animes?
Yeah.
I watched this anime. I think it's also a Cloverworks one, where I was just like, do I like this? Maybe. Why is it so long? And then I saw a really bad anime about like a magic pickaxe, I think. And there was a motorcycle. Can't wait for it next week's episode.
Like video games, you could say that shit and it's like, all right, whatever. But when you say that about anime, like magic pickaxe and a motorcycle, it's like, I'm out. I think.
Yeah. No,
I don't know.
I think out of all, I've all the anime, because I still have a lot more to go. But from the new anime I've seen, none of them have been like, oh, I'm gonna watch this.
Yeah, there's nothing that's just absolutely crushed it yet.
Yeah, not yet. I mean, besides, Attack on Titan.
Yeah, you're not chilling there, and then you get another 2-year eternity.
Ooh, God, that shit was so good. Don't make me fucking cry.
Pink blood.
Okay.
Blood.
Do you have any news for me? Is the next question.
Pink blood. Yeah, I'm looking it up right now. I got a couple of pieces of news. Nothing super exciting because there wasn't a whole lot. But hey, Rent a Girlfriend Season 2 is going to start in July 2022.
I did see that.
Yeah.
I'll watch it.
Okay.
Because there's probably nothing else I'm going to be watching.
I was listening to anime bullshit the other week, and I'm just like hanging out and jamming, and then I go, where was this song from?
Rent a Girlfriend.
Oh yeah, it was the jack off song.
With at the end?
Yeah, where he's just shaking up a soda. Yeah.
God, they're so clever. The way Japan does it.
Dun, 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 dun. Oh yeah, he's jerking off right now. Okay, cool.
They're very subtle about it, you know. They're really
you can hardly tell what's
they
going
know
on.
how to toe the line, you know, which I really appreciate. Keep it classy, Japan.
Yeah, but I won't say that I'm excited about it.
But if there's nothing else to watch.
I mean, we're not even going to be doing the podcast. We'll see what happens.
I mean,
I'll check it out.
I still want to watch anime.
Yeah, well, I'm still going to check it out, but if I'm not immediately grabbed by it, I'm just going to not watch it.
Yeah, I do have this dream that I'll, like, once the pod's done, that I'll go back and watch shows I've said I was going to watch.
Dude, if you watch Eureka 7, I will be so stoked, but it's fine.
That's dubbed, yeah? I could do that. I could absolutely
dubbed.
do that. Maybe I'll watch Eureka 7.
I feel
like I promised you I'd watch it.
You did. You said, if you do this, I promise I'll watch it. And I did whatever it was.
What was it? Prove it.
I don't fucking remember. It was a podcast thing. I'll ask Sierra. She has like an encyclopedic knowledge about
asked
shit.
For more. I feel like what I asked for was like, he'll never do it. And you're like, I'll absolutely do that.
I think it was like finish Hunter x Hunter or something.
Lame.
I watched 150 episodes of a show that I didn't even like.
You love that show. Shut up. What's next?
World Trigger Season 3's final episode has been delayed due to a tsunami. And if you weren't aware, they have been screwed over by some natural disasters, postponing the show more and more.
Question. Was World Trigger, do you know anything about that? Is that a show that was on before the pod that we didn't see the first season? I don't, because that's something I remember. That name's so familiar. We hear it often.
It was like 50 episodes for the first season. It was like some shit like that.
Maybe I'll watch that.
Oh, well, you always got that. And last piece of news, which I would normally not talk about it, but it seems like everyone's talking about it, so it's worth it. There was a Final Fantasy VII Tifa porn that was played during an Italian Senate meeting over Zoom.
Interesting.
The Zoom link was posted on one of their public pages, one of the members' public pages. So, of course, somebody else came in there and started playing some Final Fantasy porn.
Dope.
Yeah.
Respect. Which one's Tifa? She's the one that dies all the time?
No, Tifa Lockheart is the one with black hair and giant boobs.
From the porn. I've seen it.
Yes.
Seen it. Been there, done that.
Yeah. That is all the anime news. I just thought it was pretty funny.
That is pretty good.
Like, it popped up, and my first thought about it was just like,
nice.
How have they not learned? Like, that was my first
That's a trap.
thought,
Yeah,
right?
absolutely. Yeah.
Like,
don't
are
click
you
on
fucking
links.
kidding me? Well, it's not clicking on links. It's that they invited people to like view it, but then they let other people participate.
You said France?
Because of that. Italy. It was an Italian.
They're very open people. Okay.
Yeah, sure.
Very accepting of other people's cultures. I actually don't know how the Italians handle porn.
I mean, they didn't handle this too well. Nobody really knew what to do.
That's because they hate Final Fantasy.
They're like, I mean, it's good porn, but we just hate Final Fantasy.
Yeah, I fucking hate this plot line.
If it was Overwatch porn, it would be so much better.
God, give me that Overwatch shit.
Anyways.
There's so much Overwatch porn, too.
Yeah, man, that's the genre. That's the good stuff.
What if that's our next venture? We just review, off-brand porn.
Off-brand?
Well, obviously it's not. Is that? I mean, okay, they're not gonna call them parodies. Are they parodies?
Yeah, porn parodies.
All right, we'll talk about it. We'll get that. We'll get those.
Yeah, we'll discuss it on the next venture, as you referred to
our next business venture.
Yeah, of course.
20 years on the road. Hey, man, do you want to start a pod?
Y'all want to watch some off-brand porn? It sounds like way worse off-brand.
All right, I'm sorry I used the wrong term.
No, that's the thing about it. It's so funny. It's like, this shit's like the discount porn, I
feel like that has to be a pod by now.
Probably.
We just said it. If it's not, it's ours. Yeah, next thing.
All right.
Cool, man. So, Belle?
Belle. Mamoru Hosoda made his best movie yet.
Yeah. I feel like that's a fair... It had so much of his other movies in it, but better.
Yeah, it was a great culmination of everything that they've done. They also, I guess, the animators used a lot of the same program stuff that was used in Summer Wars. Like, they used the frameworks and foundation of all the work of Summer Wars in order to make this. specifically in that like animation programming part of the department.
Okay.
Interesting, right?
I don't know. I felt like Summer Wars was 2D, right?
Yeah, but it had 3D.
Yeah, but like the main character, the bunny dude, 2D? Probably
both.
I don't know.
It's been about a decade.
It has been sometimes
since I've seen it.
But yeah, man. I mean, I went into it not knowing much. You kind of went into it knowing that like it's kind of has some sort of Beauty and the Beast references, which I was like, oh well, duh, Belle. And I knew there was gonna be music involved. I knew there's gonna be like the internet involved. It from all the like the promotional stuff I saw, like, yeah, it just looks like this oozes, the director's like style, and I was just like, we did joke like, we're just gonna go watch Summer Wars or like, fucking Digimon, but it was like, yeah, it was like that, but better.
Yeah, well, that's what I was saying. Yeah, I was like I feel
better.
like this is just gonna be the best version of that, and it absolutely was. Started off with a musical number, which was all right.
Oh yeah,
I was jamming with it, and then they got into all the characters, or not all the characters, but some of the characters and kind of who they are as regular people. And then it goes in and it's like, all right, and now all these people also have these avatars that exist in this other kind of universe
world. Yeah.
So yeah, everyone logs into their virtual reality ass bullshit that they could apparently just use on their phone, that connects them to this giant online network of 3D people that can move and emote in human ways, because it connects to like your brain in some stupid bullshit anime way, right?
Yeah, it was like called like You or something. But like I remember like seeing the logo and I was like, that's the Uber.
Yeah, it's the Uber
logo.
For sure.
Just like, that's the Uber logo. Yeah,
yeah, but they made the logo before Uber was even a thing.
Oh really? Yeah.
Oh yeah.
it was like their internet world was called like You, and your character was called a Me or something like that, or I don't remember. I just remember being like, okay, we're a little lazy here, but the internet world was dope because we've seen internet worlds before. It was a little bit different. It felt lived in. It felt like big.
Yeah, it felt really big, and it did feel full, but it also felt like it was very like they just had a shit ton of buildings and everyone hovered in space.
Yeah, there's just
so it was like bizarre. Like, oh yeah, we just kind of like hang out in the sky, and whatever.
Looked like traffic going nowhere, right? Yeah. Well, maybe that's what the internet is. Just traffic going nowhere.
And they're like crazy. All these places that they kind of show you throughout, but we don't actually get to,
or we hear about them.
Yeah.
Like, they're on the dojo servers where they fight. It's like, it'd be cool to see some of that shit.
Right? But we only get to see like a few different online settings, which I thought was really interesting, considering I thought this was going to be mostly online stuff.
Okay.
Right? So then it spent so much time in the real world and dealing with some like
real world drama.
I guess real world drama. Yeah. Some like regular teenage stuff with some extra traumatic teenage stuff.
Yeah. God, man, they fucking love traumatizing their main characters.
Yeah. You got to have a good anime with a traumatized character.
How do we improve this? Can we kill her loved ones? We'll go with that.
Yeah. We got to kill somebody.
Yeah. No,
I'm going to do it.
I agree. Yeah. From the promotional stuff, I also thought it was going to be mostly like, in this like 3D world, in this internet world.
Yeah, which I was totally down for. I mean, I was down for whatever, because I trust this motherfucker with
my life.
Yeah, with my life, yeah. So going into this, knowing very little, and then getting a whole like drama-based situation around our main character in the real world was just something I wasn't anticipating.
A little extra.
And I liked it a lot. I liked her friends. I liked everybody that they... honestly, all the characters were really good. I don't think there were any characters that I didn't like.
There was one character I was just like, I don't know. But it was, but at the end I was like, I get it. I didn't like her because of like, I felt like her motives were kind of selfish, but that was kind of her character. As a person, like I was just like, I wouldn't fuck with this person because of their whole vibe. But in the aspect of this world, in this universe, like, oh yeah, everybody was dope. Even the bad guys were good. I was like, oh, good bad guy.
It was interesting. I really liked it.
Yeah.
But what I really liked about this too is that there were a few messages that they were trying to get through.
Yeah.
I guess. A lot of it about your identity online, and they were able to explore all different areas of that, which was something that I'm just surprised they went for all angles, honestly. Like, we have our main character. She's got a lot of personal issues, and she's she's pretty shy and doesn't really talk to anybody in the real world.
Yeah.
And she's able to find her voice and experience like her true self online, essentially, which is the way that there are a lot of people that experience the internet that way, experience socializing with strangers in a more comfortable way where they feel like they can be themselves. There are these broken down social barriers, but at the same time, there are other people that take advantage of that and that act as somebody else online. They show their true colors, which aren't as good. You know, you can't be that true self that you are. You instead are pretending to be somebody else on purpose, and you're really just like a shitty person. So there's that aspect of things, just people that were upset, people that are supportive, and for the exact same reason, just like, I just like him because, you know, I like him, and I just don't like him because I just don't like him. Or this person sucks, they're ripping off this person, trying to say the most inflammatory stuff, you know.
It felt his internet world felt like a real internet world, right?
It did.
I was like, God, these fucking comments are horrible. Or like,
but it also felt like an internet world in a way where it was like everything was kind of like working itself out, which was crazy to me, but it made sense for the world that they had. I guess it was weird.
Yeah, I think when it comes down to like this versus Summer Wars, like this is just a better representation of what the internet. Maybe the internet back then was like, you know, I'm sure it was different, but now they have like a better grasp on like what it is now, and I think it translates well to like in the story and like the way you came across it. And just like visually, it's just like a lot of it's just like better, right?
Well, because in Digimon, the plot of Digimon was there was an evil Digimon that was going to fuck up all the internets, essentially.
Digimon.
And then in Summer Wars, it was somebody who was going to set off like some kind of a bomb or something,
nukes,
right?
to kill people or something. Like that, yeah.
It was going to be something horrible like that.
And it was like an AI. It was like not a real person. It was like, oh, the best way to save humanity is to do this shit or whatever.
Yeah,
it's pretty generic, right?
It was just like, oh, we have to go online to do all this. Digimon was, we have to go fight the Digimon in the network, digital network. And then this one was like, there's some guy who's really good at fighting. We got to,
it translates really well. I feel like to like fame and reality. People are just like, if someone's famous and no one knows who they are, they're like, oh, we got to discover who they are. We got to like, you know, figure out who this is. And like that happens to Belle in the movie.
Yeah.
Like, who are you? And then they kind of shit puts to the side, and this new character, the dragon, I guess that's what they called him, right? Like he comes up and everybody's obsession is like, who is he? We have to unmask him. It's just like the world just doesn't like there being like, you know, unknowns, right? And so it's like sometimes like mind your own fucking business, right? But like in this movie is just like, no, we gotta fucking discover. It's like this mystery element to it.
It's
like
weird, yeah. I don't know why, but that obsession with, I mean, of course, people should be comfortable in their anonymous avatars, and that's totally up to them if they want to reveal their identities or not. There are a lot of people, a lot of different VTubers and stuff don't reveal who they actually are. Right.
Want to keep those separate.
And, sometimes it's part of their contract to like, don't ever let anyone know who you are and shit like that, right? So for this, it was essentially like, I don't want anyone to know who I am, because if they know who I am, then they won't take my work seriously. They won't
like me.
And then for Dragon, it was a whole different series of things. Just like, if people know who I am, then they're going to know my at-home situation, which I don't want them to know about, and stuff like that. So I don't know. It was interesting, considering like, you had all these different angles of the story where things could go, and these different philosophies behind how to act on the internet. And some people felt like, oh yeah, we have to reveal who these people are for the safety of everyone else, which was kind of a fucking stupid thing for me, but whatever. It was a movie plot, and I guess people don't like it, so whatever. Or people really do like it, because they supported.
They're up in arms about it,
Yeah, they supported the people trying to reveal the identities and all that. Anyways, you had these different angles of the story, and it could have gone in any different direction, but instead they went for like a semi-love story, a semi-like self-confidence story, and a little bit more about your personality online and how you interact with people can really influence them. So I think it was more of a just be aware of how the things you say and do on the internet affect other people, whether it's good or bad.
Yeah.
And to see other people as real people and not just as some like fake ass star on the internet.
Yeah.
Like, you don't know who people are. They could be whoever they look like in the game. But then there is a person behind that, and treat them with respect. I think it's the general message of this.
I feel like that's fair. Yeah. I feel like the
while also not addressing what the actual story is at all. I feel like we can't really talk about the plot until we decide, all right, we're going to spoil everything. Yeah. Because the trailers don't really reveal much.
No, not at all. Which is
Belle is some chick who sings on the internet, and Dragon is some moody guy who's got some personal issues going on in real life.
That's all there really is, like in the trailer.
Mm-hmm.
No, I think you're doing a good job talking about like what the message is, because there was a message, you know, and there wasn't just one. There's multiple, and some of them come together, and just like it was a lot.
Yeah.
But even though it was a lot, I don't think at any point was kind of preachy. It just felt really honest. It just
honestly, yeah. It was it showed different personalities and facets with every person, which I think is it's good to show that people aren't just that one note person that they are.
They're more complicated than what it seems, which is good. Music wise, bro, the music fucking rocks. Like I've slowly become a bigger fan of music throughout the course of the podcast. Like at one point I was like, I don't give a fuck. It was like, I really enjoyed this music. And there was like really catchy songs. At one point I thought like, oh, it's just the same song over and over, but I was like, sort of, not really. Like she's mixing it up. I don't know what I usually don't read the lyrics to music, especially like in animes, because sometimes it's just like has nothing to do with whatever the topic is, you know, like the song is just completely out of left field, and just like it sounds good and they're singing it.
Dude, the new Attack on Titan intro though completely references everything. It's so great.
Good.
Oh man,
can't wait to go to that fucking concert in Vegas. Gives you real vibes. I've been listening to a lot of rock music lately.
Oh hell yeah,
hell yeah, bro. But yeah, for this movie, I found myself actually reading the lyrics as she was singing. And like they were saying stuff, and it was like it felt like it was like poignant to the fucking the story, and I was like, oh, this is good. I'm not disliking this. I am curious to see how that translates to English, like because we watched it subbed, right? Like I know that like this is the songs are in Japanese.
It's dope,
right?
but not quite as rad.
Yeah, I feel like it has to be, right? Like because it'd be weird for them to just sing the Japanese songs and the dubbed. They'd have to translate to English, and I had this idea that like it's just probably not as good. It's a little off, you know. Because of the language, but yeah, I think I really like one of my favorite things besides the visuals was the music. I feel
so
like
I guess let me just say this about the music and translating it and whatnot. Trigun has one song that a character sings, and in English it's fantastic.
Okay,
in Japanese also fantastic. They sound so similar. No problem. It's perfect.
Okay,
I trust them.
Okay,
I feel like they probably nailed it.
Okay.
I don't know. I don't know for sure.
We didn't listen to the soundtrack.
If they could do it like 20 years ago.
Yeah. Yeah, no, I mean, I feel like they probably also because of, I feel like a lot of care was put into this movie. I feel like they must have nailed that. I'll have to, I guess, listen to the soundtrack and see how it is.
Yeah.
But yeah, I feel like this was the music here was like good. I really enjoyed it. It's stuff that I feel like I'll add to Spotify playlist and probably add. And I usually don't do that with anime unless it's like, you know, something really good, something that usually get anime songs stuck in my head because you'll sing all the good ones.
Bro, you like this shit?
I'm like, shut up,
it's so good.
Especially when we used to drive places together and you'd play like anime. He's like, what?
Oh. Yeah, I'd be like, you remember this one?
I'm like,
what this one's from?
Little
anime quiz.
Season 2 of Attack on Titan. Like, you idiot.
Season 3.
Yeah, you dumbass. It was season 2, part 2. Actually, it wasn't a part 2 for season. Yeah. Anyways,
that was the only one that didn't have
season 2
intros.
God, I'm so mad about season 2.
Season 2 is great. Stop it. You're talking about One Punch Man again.
Fuck. Oh god. Second intro about One Punch Man season 2 was not good.
No. Well, one went so hard.
Ooh, that was a good one.
Yeah, it just starts out with a fucking shout.
One punch.
And then everyone's behind that. And then it just comes in with the jamming guitar.
And
some guy screaming suddenly, and you're just having a good time. You don't know what he's saying.
I miss One Punch Man season 1. When will we get them back?
Dude, remember back in the day when it was like, bro, you see the new show, One Punch Man? Have you watched Attack on Titan? I wonder if there's going to be another season.
Oh, I hope so.
And then
JC Star's pretty good. They could handle this. Fuck them. They ruined that show.
There was one more thing after One Punch Man people got excited about. Maybe it was My Hero. Maybe it was either right before My Hero or people were getting hyped about My Hero at like that same time. Because One Punch Man started becoming a lot more popular on Netflix after it was already out for a while.
Yeah,
then all the people that didn't watch anime were like, holy shit, what is this?
Amazing.
And then they started watching like 2 anime.
Yeah.
Which is great. Or you just accidentally jumped on the train and you're still here.
Yeah.
You know?
Well, back to Belle, because we can't.
Right. So Belle, music, fantastic.
Visuals?
Character designs, amazing. Because they each had a great looking character in the real world, which had the real world immediately took me back to what the fuck
Girl
is it
at
called?
the Time?
Thank you.
Yeah.
I kept thinking A Place Further Than the Universe.
It's a good show.
That name wouldn't leave my head, and I'm like, that's not even close to what I'm talking about. Anyways, The Girl Who Leapt Through Time.
Yeah.
It immediately took me there when they were at the high school and showing all these different people that were just in their high school outfits and shit. I was like, man, there's this unique style to his characters. Like
it's him.
They just look fantastic. So I felt right at home.
You know what's also good about his style? I feel like he doesn't ever do the thing where like that's the main character. You know, because like they'll have like a out there hairdo or something like. Yeah, they all look like realistic characters in this world, especially in the school, and like some of them shine a little bit better, but they don't like glow like.
No, they're all just people.
Exactly. Like one of my favorite character designs was the boy that like was on the rowing team. He's like really tall boy. He had like, he was
Crocs.
Yeah, big. He's like a little lankier and like his skin tone was a little darker because he's probably out in the water more,
exactly.
Right?
He's more tan.
He's rocking his orange Crocs with his like school uniform. I'm like, fuck's this guy. This guy's got a dope design.
But like all the characters had amazing designs that fit so well, and their characters in the virtual world were supposed to be reflective of who they are on the inside, and maybe take some of their physical appearances and apply them as well.
Yeah.
But like very minor. Like some characters, it's like, okay, well that's the one with gray hair out of the group.
So that one
like
has
5. Yeah. So that character must be that one. They both have gray hair.
For Belle, it was her freckles.
Her freckles is the only thing that was really similar.
Yeah, she had like the character in the world had freckles. Little more splotchy or whatever. But then and Belle had like just a straight line of freckles.
Yeah,
it was really cool. And like I also think the algorithm that like designed you would have to upload a photo, and the main character happened to upload a photo with like a bunch of girls in them, and so it kind of took a bit of, I feel like everyone, especially the one really pretty girl. So like Belle's character when she got created in the world was like gorgeous, right?
But then they didn't go into too much detail. They didn't want to spend too much time explaining this virtual world stuff,
right?
It is really good. Otherwise, we would have been like, all right, how does that one turn into a tiny person? Why is he a giant monster?
Yes,
I would have been.
I also wanted to be like, well, so she just puts on her earphones and she can see this stuff. She's like, isn't she running? Like at one point, it's like, isn't she running from the lake to school? But she's in the world. Like, is that a hazard? So like questions like that. But I was like,
just don't worry about it.
Don't fucking worry about
it. We're good.
Yeah.
Of course, if you wanted to get into semantics about it, you can debate any kind of a thing and try to get down to the nitty gritty.
The way that tech works.
But why would you do that when it's just like that kind of technology will never exist anyway?
Just turn off your brain and just pretend it works. And how it works, who the fuck knows?
Yeah.
One thing of the tech that they did they did kind of like trying to drive home was that the thing would scan you and it would like imbue your world, your new world character with like your deepest, I don't know, like personalities or strengths or weaknesses or whatever. It would really kind of hone it in. So there are some characters that are like super strong, or like, or Belle's character like had this amazing voice, and it's like, okay, because like deep down inside of you or whatever, like it would like bring it to the forefront. And
there was a group of Mega Man characters.
Yeah, was there?
Yeah, it was the police force or whatever.
Yeah, I like their design.
Yeah, well, they look like I think his name might be Protomam or Maverick. I don't know, something like that from one of the Mega Mans. And I was just like, yeah, because they have those arms that kind of grow into like bigger arms.
Or they have the best bit that I like.
Yeah, the big old trunky feet, right? And then they have the whole uniform that just completely covers them in white, and it's like spandex, but it's also formed around their like boots and shit, right?
It's very
it felt like Mega Man to me. And then there was like, oh, here's a lion person and this one's like a lieutenant, and I don't know.
They were different cool stuff. I like the design. Like so it was very Mega Man, very Astro Boy.
Tight. Yeah.
There's also like there's like one more show that I remember seeing. It's about an android who wears all white, and he's got like a dog that goes with them. It's like something Creed, something red or something like that. Crimson something. But I saw that and I was like, oh, the vibes that are going on here. Super dope. Very Power Rangers too. I really enjoyed it. Mm-hmm. I enjoyed their characters a lot. It was also really fun to just kind of look into the magic, the internet world and be like, oh, that's a fun character. So there's a few ones that are kind of lazy, like, oh, that guy's got like a eye patch and a rocket launcher.
But that's how it is.
But whatever. Some people aren't like, that creative.
Some people are just like, I just want to be that eye patch rocket launcher man.
I was listening to a guy on a podcast, and he was saying that like he was laughing that that what's the name of the dude that does Facebook? Mark Zuckerberg.
Yeah.
He was like showing off the meta world or whatever. And he's like, he had like the super lazy design. It's like, the guy's like, that's so lame. Like, you're going in the meta world and you're just going to make yourself like do something crazy. Like, I don't know, like give yourself like a robot arm or something. It's like, so you're telling me this host, like, you go to the meta world, it's going to be you with the robot arm. He's like, yeah. He's like, oh, that's fucking dope, dude. like imagine. It's like, oh, hell yeah. Robot arm done. Yeah.
That's all you need.
It was a lot of fun. I will say that I think, I don't know. I'd have to watch it again because there's so much visually happening on the screen, right? When those internet worlds are happening. And I feel like there's a few characters that not only were designs were kind of weak because like whatever, they're throwaway characters. I think the animation that they used wasn't the smoothest. It was very simple. And it almost feels like they didn't use 3D or 2D. It felt like almost like clip like traditional like hand drawn 2D. Like, it felt like clip art, like almost like just shit moving up and down. But it's so subtle or so like happens so fast I can't really tell.
Look, and another reason is for all those 3D moments because we're in a video game world. Lag.
Oh yeah,
you can always just excuse it,
Yeah, it's like, hey man, the router you're on is a lot shittier than yours.
Like, who fucking knows?
Look at this weak ass graphic card. Come on, bro. Oh, does he have VSync on? I just learned what VSync is. Does he have VSync on? I don't think so.
But yeah, I don't know. I feel like they worked so hard on a lot of it that those little moments where characters did like worse animation movements and stuff.
Yeah, you could be like, whatever.
Yeah, whatever.
Whales with speakers on their backs. Yes.
Yeah, I feel like there needs to be nothing more said.
Yes.
It was rad. Just all the designs. Even though I talked about it like, oh, they're just hovering in space, all the different areas that we do get to see that are online, really cool different artistic styles, like fairy book style in some ways, and like Howl's Moving Castle
vibes,
just so many different cool things that they decided to show us, but not everything, because there's all kinds of mystery in this world that we don't get to see. But then the actual real world had some really pretty locations as well.
Yeah. Animation's nice there too.
Yeah, just it was so gorgeous. It was so good. The music was so good. The story was good. I like the characters. I don't have a single complaint about it.
There's a lot of work in this because, like, obviously in the internet world, giant crowds. In the real world, they didn't shy away from crowds either. Like there's like the school, there's like the courtyard filled with kids. There's like the part where they're near the water filled with people. It's like
just from an animator's perspective.
A lot of work went into that. So yeah, fucking hats off to them. They killed it. Absolutely killed it. Do you want to get into like what the story is and shit like that now, or
let's do it?
Okay, so before we spoil Belle, it's absolutely amazing. I feel like it's a must watch for this guy's
it's repertoire. Just like, right? If you're watching anime, you have the option to watch this. Do it.
Yeah.
Wait for it to come out on Blu-ray if you don't want to go to theaters or
rent
whatever.
It on like some sort of service if you can. Like it's really good. I felt like it was a little of a lot of his work, right? We mentioned Digimon Summer Wars, but it's got like, I feel like The Girl Left Through Time
absolutely does.
I have Beast Boy and the Beast,
Wolf Children.
Like I was like, oh my god, it has some of that. Like it is even like a little Mirai, right? I was like, oh, it's got a little bit in there. It's just like he got all his work, mushed it up together, and like an amazing dish came out. And like, it's great. Like
it feels like it could be too much, but it's absolutely not.
Yeah, like you could be like, this is gonna be overwhelming. It's the right amount of everything. I feel like. I don't know like where there is for him to go after this. Like is like
that's the one thing that I'm concerned about.
Like, is this it?
He's done so much in this last film that like you could tell he's drawn inspiration from all of his other work, and it really shows how like robust this movie is without being too intimidating. How everything feels like full and satisfying, and they don't like just leave you hanging for much of anything.
They were all like prototypes or drafts to get to this.
Exactly. So the fact that like we enjoyed it so much, I don't know if we can enjoy another one of his movies as much. It like might be another Boy and the Beast, like a fun time, but like whatever.
But not like, hey, you have to check this out.
Yeah, like if you're looking for something to watch, probably a good time. But no, Belle is like go out of your way to see this. This is so good.
Yeah.
Why haven't you seen it already? Why didn't you immediately jump in a seat when Hosoda was making a new movie?
Yeah. If he were to stop here, I'd be like happy with his work. Like cool, man, you did really great. If he were to continue, I'd watch it. But I'd be really like, I would be a little judgmental, be like, wow, man, that was hopefully good, but man, like
this feels like a magnum opus,
right? It does. It really does. So for that reason alone, if you want to watch it, don't listen to the rest of the podcast. Come back next week. We're going to be talking about the previews for animes that are coming out. Please skip it. It's not worth having any of this spoiled for you because it's that good, So that's just it. Great movie, awesome. Go do yourself a favor, go watch it when you can. Okay, we're going to spoil the movie
Cool,
now.
Yeah. What's the movie about, man?
Okay, so our main character is a sad girl. She's in high school, and she's sad because her mom died. She tried to rescue a child that was drowning.
Or it was more like there was like a flash flood situation or something.
And the kid was stuck out like in like a patch of like dirt, right? Or whatever.
Yeah, just like on a little island in between two bodies of water. The wall of river is just like being formed or something.
And, the mom was like a strong swimmer that we'd seen before.
But there was only one life vest.
And so she's like, I'm going to go do this. She saves the boy at the, cost of her life. And this fucks up our main character. How does that not fuck you up, right?
I mean, yeah, her main character watched it all too.
Oh, yeah, horrible.
Yeah,
and she loved her mother. They were
tried to get her mom not to save the kid.
Yeah, no, it's a lot. It's a lot for a kid to like understand.
Really heavy.
Yeah, no, super dark.
Really heavy.
Way to fucking really darken the mood, bro. But hey, it develops our character. So character because of that has, just been really, I don't know, like not chill, not about it. Her relationship with her father is very strained. The father doesn't say much. It seems at first I was like he's kind of absentee, but I think he just understands that his daughter needs some space or whatever. And something that was really big with the main character and the mom was singing. Like they played the piano together. They would compose music. And since the death of her mother, music, like singing, was something that she just couldn't do anymore. Like she tried to do it, she would vomit or whatever. Like it's kind of like it just was too overwhelming. Just something that's kind of lost.
Yeah, absolutely trauma based. Like if she went to therapy for it, it would take a long time, but she could get over it.
She's in choir and she's like sitting that she's not singing, I thought it was interesting that she was a part of like a choir group with like older women, but it made sense later that those were like her mom's friends and they kind of like adopted her to continue like, helping her grow as a woman and stuff like that. But she wouldn't sing, she's like, cool, I'm just going to be quiet. Anyways, we get introduced to this other world or whatever. She decides to log in. And like we said, it kind of just scans you and it creates, this version of you. And it creates this character named Belle who's beautiful. And in this magical world, Belle can sing and she fucking sings amazingly. And it's slowly kind of like, I don't know, like the internet does. Like stuff spreads, people film it. A lot of people are hating on her. Like, oh, you're fucking trying too hard. Your voice isn't that good, blah, blah. A bunch of haters. A bunch of people supporting her, loving her, and like really like giving her like some love and promoting her. Before you know it, she becomes very popular in this, internet world. But that doesn't kind of mesh with who she is in the real world. So it's like that. It's a Hannah Montana situation, bro. Like she's like a country bumpkin, and then in the fucking magic world or the fucking internet world, she's like the bee's knees. But no one knows, so she can't let people know. There's issues like with school, like drama stuff. Like there's a boy that she obviously likes. There's a really pretty girl that everyone likes that's interested in the boy that she likes, who was like really helpful with, her mother passing away. Like he was trying to be really protective, and it's just this relationship that like he's trying to, I don't know, take care of, and she feels like I don't need this or whatever. Like I don't want it. Like I want something else, but she doesn't know how to say it. It's like the classic, teenagers not being able to voice their emotions.
Yeah. I mean, it's tricky.
Yeah. Fuck, it's hard to say I love you. I love you.
Love you, bro.
Love you, bro. Whatever.
No big deal.
Shut up. Then we get to see this is all in the real world. We haven't gone to the drama, the internet world. She's playing a concert and she meets the dragon, which is the character we've seen in the trailers, and he's like a boar kind of character, big old dude with a cape, and he's just beating the shit out of people. He's like really strong, super fast. People like very quickly this lore of who he is. He's like, yeah, he kind of showed up on the internet, started kicking ass. No one can. I think he does it to the point where like he'll break people. He beats them up so good, and they've noticed that like on his like cape or his body, like bruises have started to like form, and people like there's mysteries. Like he's very mysterious, and they're like, who is he? Why is he so good? What are the bruises? Where are they coming from? And then there's the Power Rangers group or the Mega Man guys that show up, and they're like, we're going to fucking reveal you. That's our shit. Which was weird that they were sponsored by other companies to reveal him in this world where everyone's anonymous.
Yeah, it's pretty fucked up,
honestly. Yeah, it's very strange, But Belle becomes, kind of infatuated with like finding out who he is also. Maybe not to the levels of other people, but she wants to just figure out what his deal is. And they have a few run-ins and, they get to know each other. He's very mean? Standoffish? What's the word?
Just cold, I guess. Yeah.
He's like, he gives off real, beast vibes from Beauty and the Beast. Like, go away.
Yeah, I don't want anything to do with you. You don't want to be here, blah, blah, blah.
We had another character, like the angel who is like the small avatar that the dragon seems to like have a relationship with. Is one of the first people to see Belle sing, and Belle sees that like the dragon is actually not really cold and not mean. He's like really warm or whatever, and so it's just like trying to discover who he is, and like it's there's a back and forth and yada yada yada. I don't know, can you just get to the point where we find out who they are?
Doesn't matter to me, man.
Well, eventually we find out like what the situation is with the dragon. He's in like him and the angel are like siblings, and I think Angel's like supposed to be like autistic or have some sort of like learning disability, right?
I think it was more so just when you're a child in an abusive home.
He's damaged, right? There's like some sort of like, something's, he's not okay.
Yeah.
And the older brother, which is, of who is the dragon in the internet world, is there to protect him. And like, he's putting up with the verbal abuse and sometimes physical abuse of the father and stuff. And Belle sees this. He finally finds him, like homes him through the internet after discovering who he is. And she's just like, wants to help him. And the dragon, very like honestly is just like, oh, I don't know you. I don't believe you. How should I trust you? Whatever kind of stuff like that. And, Belle's encouraged to sing to the public, and as herself in the internet world to prove to the dragon, like, hey, like, I'm a real person too. I'm here for you. And she does, and does a really good, beautiful number, which leads to her kind of meeting up with the two boys in their town, which was the thing that I had an issue with. We'll get to in a bit. And she stands up to the abusive father, and, they get the help that they need, I think, right? It's implied that they're taken care of. Did we see stuff? I mean, I'm going to say there was a happy ending there. Like, I don't remember the ramifications if they get like social services or some shit like that. But I know that she helps them through their hard time and kind of stands up to the dad, who is like a legit coward or whatever, like fucking whimpers and falls apart, which is like nice to see. Really hard to see. Very like a tough topic to kind of take on in a movie like this, right? Child abuse, shit like that. My guess was like that the kid was gonna be like terminally ill, but it was a completely different thing. And it resolves with like people knowing who Belle is, her being more confident who she is, her and her father, like I guess her apologizing to her father for the way she was, and him understanding. And the thing I really liked too was the reveal that like a bunch of people knew who she was, like all her close friends.
Yeah, like everyone knew who she was.
Yeah, there wasn't a giant secret, because people
they all knew you were Belle.
Yeah, people care about you, right? Like sometimes you don't see it, sometimes you're blind to it, sometimes you just can't. But like those people were keeping an eye on her and taking care of her, and like we're there for her, that support system, and they're still there at the end, and everyone's happy and everyone's doing better. And at the end, Belle can sing, or whatever her real name was. I think her name was like the Japanese version of the word Belle.
Yeah, it was something like Suki or something. I don't know.
Yeah.
Whatever.
Oh,
it wasn't Suki. No.
And the boy, finally says, cool, now we can date or whatever. It kind of, the romance looks like it's gonna lead to something.
Yeah, we got to form some nice friendships along the way, and by the end, it's like, oh, this is very sentimental for everybody.
I feel like the resolution of everything, like everybody, like, you know, coming together at the end was like, it was really nice, you know. And then they sing their song, and yeah, it was a really fucking good movie, story wise. I mean, I didn't know what it was going to be, and I was actually kind of surprised. Like, I thought it might have just been like a Beauty and the Beast kind of thing. I really liked the amount of time that they focused on the outside of the internet world stuff. Like, I almost might have enjoyed that more than what was in the internet.
I agree. I'm completely with you on that. Which just reminded me, like, Wolf Children and The Girl Who Leapt Through Time.
Those vibes, right?
Those were so good. Yeah. And this had those vibes a lot.
Absolutely.
Which was pretty cool. But I didn't say this earlier, but I watched Encanto over the weekend as well.
How was it?
I'm just going to compare two movies with a heavy influence of music.
Okay.
It was very good. It was enjoyable. I think families would love it. It's a good movie. It's a great movie. But Belle was so much better than that shit. I'm just like, man, both fantastic movies. You could consider them both musicals. But Belle just delivered in such a different level. Like the animation, amazing.
Probably,
fucking good. It was gorgeous. Great character designs as well. Great songs. It was Lin-Manuel Miranda who did the music. Of course, he's fucking genius with all that shit.
Hamilton.
But then you go over to Belle and you're like, wow, all the music in this is outstanding and it's just supreme. I love the characters. Gorgeous, I love the story. Yeah. You know, it's a more like nuanced take on a lot of things. So coming from two musicals in the same week, both animated musicals, Belle was just such a treat, such a good experience. Encanto also fantastic.
I do plan on watching that. Like, it's on my list of like, hey, Sierra, let's watch this. But and I've only heard good things, but I don't doubt that like your assessment of Belle probably being better.
It's just so much better.
Goes places, music, you know, it's Disney, right?
Yeah.
Good stuff though. Matt, okay, so you said you had one little tiny complaint, right?
I guess, yeah.
It was like the text thing. My complaint was, and now that the plot is out, I'm not the biggest fan of her like going to confront the abusive like father, because like when they found out where they were, they really quickly sleuthed it out, like put pieces together to find out what town they were, because they weren't like in the same town as they were like
somewhere else.
And
it only happened to work out because of circumstances.
Yeah, which, you know, right.
So like, I know exactly where that is.
That's not lazy writing. That's amazing, right?
Yeah.
All those people were important. But like, and I know that in Japanese culture, it's not uncommon to have a younger person travel from one place of the country to another, like through train. Like that's a normal thing.
It's all normal. It's all safe. Whatever.
So I'm used to that, right? What I really liked about him finding out about the abusive thing was the first thing the group of like mothers or women, older women that were in the choir did was like call the police. Like, we're gonna call. I'm like, awesome, fuck yeah, that is such a good thing to do in a movie, like a realistic thing. And then a really shitty thing was that the police were just like, we can't do anything because nothing's actually happened, you know, has in the time or whatever, there's no proof, you know. It's just like, so they're like hands are tied essentially. And so our character decides to go to wherever this is, and they're like, cool, that the adults help her, like they get in the car and like, should we drive there, there's no planes there, and then they just like let her get on the train by herself and like go to this place. And she's not like a big towering figure, she's like a teenage girl
who just learned how to be confident.
Yeah, and she's gonna go confront a giant man who, you know, again, verbally and physically abused his own children. I was like, and then he also put his hands on her, like he scratched her face up and shit like that. And yeah, I think it is good that she stood up to him and that he fucking fell down because he's a total fucking bitch for the shit that he did. But I also don't agree with like that. I think like, hey man, like there should have been some backup. Like, why didn't she bring like her two giant bro friends or her dad? Like that would have been a great time to have the dad also come in and kind of shine and help and be like, hey, like this is what it's like to be a supportive father or whatever.
Yeah, it sucks because at that point it's like there could have been so many better situations that would have worked.
And it would have worked just as well, right?
Exactly.
We could have had that moment.
But I still understand why they wanted to have her confront this dude alone.
Yeah.
Just for the like the character development of her and of Dragon and of Dad.
Yeah.
Like all of that. It was really the important parts. If you had more characters, then it wouldn't be just about those people growing. It would just be about bad dad.
Yeah.
Right? So that's why they chose to do it that way, and that's why I give it an excuse.
Yeah.
But at the same time, I'm fucking with you, dude. What the fuck?
Yeah, I was like yes. in the context of this movie in this world, I was like, hell yeah. Hell yeah, she stood up to that piece of shit. That's how strong she is. In the context of the real world, if we like back away, because we're no longer in the internet world, like that is a horrible idea. Don't fucking do that. Like that is so unsafe.
Don't encourage her to
don't
do
allow
that.
to happen.
Main character, you're allowed to say like, I'm gonna do some crazy shit.
And then your dad goes, whoa.
Yeah.
No.
No.
I'm also responsible for you, and I'm not gonna let you go hours away to go confront a giant man. You know?
Yeah,
like,
that's I lost your mom. I'm not gonna lose you.
That's why I thought like it'd be cool if the dad was there. I didn't think he had to be like. I mean, obviously, if the other dad was there while that abusive dad scratched up her face, shit would have popped off. But you know, we couldn't have had that moment, which I feel like was really intense because like the movie was coming to an end. I was like, fuck it, and it just kind of ramped up there for a second. But yeah, man, like just that part did bug me, just in the context of like real world issues, because they did such a good job of calling the police, which I feel like. Most animes like, no, they just would have done something completely absurd.
What was your favorite part of the movie? Your favorite scene?
Favorite scene? Oh, that's a tough one. Can I say like what my favorite like scene was in the real world versus like in the anime?
That works.
Okay, cool. I think
that way we'll both have the same answers. But yeah.
Oh, really? Okay.
Maybe we'll find out.
I think my favorite scene in the real world was maybe the altercation between the two other friends finding out that they liked each other.
I wouldn't call it an altercation, but yeah.
That scenario, I really enjoyed it just because it was funny. It was like a change of pace. It was sweet. I liked the animation. I liked I don't know, I just liked the way it was staged. Like it was just like a shot of like the inside of like the train.
Well, it was a long shot.
It was
a good long shot too. It was like, good. Here it is. I got to go get this guy. But, I'll be right back. But I really, just like off screen, back on screen.
What I really liked was like the other girl just standing there with their face covered and her like go and like off screen be like, ask her if she wants to go eat sometime or whatever. Like, and then like they release like it ends with like, oh, you like Belle? I like Belle too. And she's like, oh, I gotta get the fuck out. Like I just
yeah. It was a really sweet scene.
I really enjoyed that part. I think that was like just like a nice little like palate cleanser after like so much like drama's happening. It's like, oh, that was fun.
I love that scene.
Yeah. Was it like the most beautifully animated? No, it was like a fun time. Good time.
Yeah, that was for sure my favorite.
That
was my favorite of everything, I think. But then
in the internet world, I don't know, maybe I really liked.
I honestly liked the end song.
I like maybe her first number I really enjoyed.
The start of the movie or when she comes online for the first time?
Oh, when she comes on, when she comes online for the first time, cool. And then sings for the first time, and like people are seeing her, and I like that a lot. I thought I really enjoyed that. I mean, I didn't know how the world was. That first number is good too. The last number is great too.
Yeah, but I think I like the last one most because it was able to show all of the friends that in their avatars and everyone's singing along, and it shows the other musician who's like, holy shit, she's normal like me.
Yeah.
And I really enjoyed all of it kind of coming together at the end there.
Yeah. That was
with a beautiful song and with emotional parts where they were like crying during the song.
Yeah.
God, it was a good scene. But all the music scenes.
All the music was great.
So fucking good.
I think I liked that first one really a lot because we get introduced to the Angel character. We get to see like the other people like see like kind of sussing her out and stuff, and then it leads to the meteoric rise and stuff or whatever. But the ending one's really good too. I did really like seeing like what the avatars, like one of the really pretty girls' avatar was like some sort of like squirrel character, like with like a flute. Or like she had whatever musical instrument she used.
Yeah, I think she had a sax.
And then the other guy had like he was like a furry dog dude with like his like rowboat. Yeah. I was just like, of course he'd be that. The only character that didn't have like an avatar was her childhood friend, right? The one that helped her. I don't think we ever saw him in the internet world, right? I don't think he was there. I think everybody else was plugged in. Everyone had an avatar, but he didn't. Which I kind of liked about him too.
Yeah, I mean. I don't remember. I remember the five choir ladies or whatever.
Yeah, those were dope.
And I remember the two friends.
Yeah,
but I don't remember her like crush childhood.
Yeah, I don't think he had one
partner man.
And then also like the girl behind the scenes that was doing her audio stuff. She had one. We've seen her for a while and stuff.
Yeah.
That was a character I said that like I do like her in this world. I don't like the moment.
I wouldn't hang out with her.
Yeah, I don't. Yeah, I didn't like. She was really mean to her friend.
Yeah, she was like a huge like. not in a like, haha, we're both friends kind of way.
She's like, you're not as pretty as her, and you can't do anything right.
Like, it was clearly just like, yeah, we have a close personal relationship, and I know all your insecurities and shit.
You. Yeah.
So it was bizarre. I'm like, yeah, clearly they're friends, and you would say that kind of shit to your friends, but also when your homie's depressed, you aren't like,
maybe
hey,
tone
you
it down.
Stupid little piece of shit.
Yeah, no one will ever love you.
Fat slob, you can't
bitch.
get your shit together.
Exactly. Like maybe like a little nuance, right? Like bring it down. I just didn't like that she was like essentially if there's like two angels, right? She played the demon of being like, don't reveal yourself. We worked so hard for this. You're gonna lose all your followers. It's like, no, like read the room. Like I felt like that would have been a good time to have her be supportive and be like, absolutely do it. Fuck all the stuff we built. Fuck all the music and all that fame. Like,
but she stays true to who she was, man.
Which I do respect, oddly, for this world. But as a person, like,
I know,
I'd be like, no, that is a bad friend.
Shitty
you
situation.
Drop her. Yeah,
fuck that noise. Yeah, I agree with you. I agree that she's like an annoying, shitty person. But at the same time, I'm like, yeah, well,
whatever.
Good for the story.
Yeah. That's it, man. I think that's all it really is to say about Belle. Besides it being amazing, and you got to go watch it.
It really is good. God, all of his stuff is so good, man.
Yeah.
Oh, next week we're gonna watch so many bad shows.
It's okay. This is a real high though from the week before where we watched that musical number in On the Sky or whatever.
Yeah.
Above the Sky?
Whatever.
Over the Sky. Yeah, no, I remember like we left the thing. I was like, wow, what a huge palate cleanser that was.
Yeah, it was just like anime, dude. I do love it.
Yeah. It's like there's that like, there is hope.
I'll always say I fucking hate anime, but at the same time, I'm like, when there's good anime, it fills me with so much joy and so much just like, I'm so satisfied for so long now.
Yeah.
I get to know that there's good shit out there. There are still movies that I've been waiting for coming out for a long time. Like Her Blue Sky, for example. I've been waiting for this for so long, but we haven't seen it yet. We'll eventually get to see it, but it's there are a lot of really good anime that we just haven't had a chance to see in the US, and I'm so happy that Belle came out this soon and we were able to see it, and hopefully it doesn't get stuck in Blu-ray hell, but
this is
we'll see.
Worth owning, I feel like, and the Blu-rays DVDs last longer than regular DVDs, so you got to get those. I what was I gonna say? Yeah, man, good shit for sure. It just kind of sucked that for every like great anime there's like a billion bad ones.
Yeah, that's really the thing. But the same thing with live action TV though, is that there's like a million shows, like between reality shows and game shows, and
for every Breaking Bad
and
there's
dramas,
and there's like 100 shows that are garbage. So this is worth watching. Absolutely, go check it out. That's it, though. That's the episode, yeah?
That's the episode. Cool. Next week, again, we're talking about a bunch of anime we're not going to watch and some anime that we're definitely going to watch.
Yeah.
It's going to be fun. We're doing the winter anime preview.
So tune in for that. If you like our theme song, check out Not Mars Trip. We're going to find us.
You can find us on Facebook. Look up the Instagram Podcast. Same thing goes for Instagram. Look up the Instagram Podcast. If you want to send us a tweet at InstaRamenPod.
Podcast of it.
And if you want to send us an email, InstaRamenPodcast@gmail.com. And I guess make sure to subscribe to the YouTube channel. Look up the Instagram Podcast for that. Just because we might be posting stuff there in the future.
Yeah.
Well, I mean, maybe.
Just
whatever.
Follow us on whatever social medias. They'll probably just always be up. But yeah, we'll make sure to link them to there to make it easy for people to get to it. But yeah, YouTube will probably be the way to go now because it's easy. There's no real investment into it. So yeah.
And we might also stream just us hanging out and talking and chilling.
Yeah, here on.
At twitch.tv/Crispather.
Yeah.
So it's worth just chilling, seeing if we have a VOD up of us hanging out and chatting. If not, sorry. Followed me.
Yeah, we've been wanting to game it up. I know that we need to finish River City Girls.
Yeah.
But we also need to play Scott Pilgrim versus the video game, something like that.
Scott Pilgrim versus the World of Game.
Obviously. Yeah, what an idiot. But yeah, we'll hopefully we can get around to seeing some of that.
Thank you guys for hanging out and listening, and we've got 3 more episodes.
Well, yeah, that's about right. Okay, this is bye from Juan.
See you around from Chris.
Hey, Trip, don't forget.
Just add hot water.